Let's get this going. Can you say something?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good. You're looking at 2K Drive from the Switch. 30 FPS.
How is it? I didn't even
It's
try
great,
it.
but I gotta play it on an actual console. That runs it at
What?
60.
I gotta check this out.
Like Anthony said, $3.99.
Yeah, it can't beat that price.
Yeah, right.
It's way too much money though. It's like $80.
What?
Yeah.
What?
For this?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, they're treating it like an actual racing game, and it's not.
What is this, Hot Wheels?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like Hot Wheels meets Lego.
No way.
I almost gave up. RWK. Hello and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 493. I'm your host Barry,
Co-host Anthony.
And Frank.
and tonight you're getting a double dose of trouble. I know we're going
And a
on
lot of-
super late. We were talking for a long time. I was
A lot of
drinking
Sony
tea
stuff
talking
tonight.
to these two. So we have a bigger layout, and you can see us a little bit better, and you can see the screen a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
So thanks to me staying up forever the last couple of days. The Abalonian is here in the chat room. Abo, what's up? We have
Abo.
RWK88. We have Liquor Sandwich.
What's up,
Abo.
guys?
What is up?
Abo, you want to tell Anthony what you told me before? He's got something to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Good. So this is 2K Drive. They don't even call it Lego 2K Drive. It's called 2K Drive.
Is it so it's like a full price game and then do you gotta buy stuff on top of it? Or is
Dude,
it
it's
just
like Forza. There's like 3 different editions.
Yeah, because
I
they
think there's
came
a
out
$120 edition too.
they came out with a Disney racing game, but it's free to play, but you gotta buy packs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. It just
David
came
R,
out
what's
too.
up? That's rowdy. All right.
This game looks so cool though. I really want to play this. Alright.
There you go,
Yeah.
Ambo. He says, all right, Sam Lake in Alan Wake 2 is voiced by Max Payne.
What?
So it's
Oh,
actually
shit.
the character,
So it's literally him.
but with that different name, apparently, he explained to me.
That's awesome. I mean, it looked really good, and I know we'll get into it, but yeah, that's like one of the 3 good things we actually got in such a disappointing day that was from Sony today. But again, the stream and the chat and everything with the content was fun, so at least there was that. But yeah,
Shout out to
this
Abo.
was a kind of a crappy one.
It was horrendous.
Dude, even the
Like-
PlayStation guys were pissed.
Like this was really badly paced.
Well, it was 90 minutes, and, you showed me nothing. You showed me a bunch of indie games.
Was it really 90 minutes, man?
Yeah, because it went over. It was
I
I
saw a
just
lot
didn't
of
know
people-
what the hell they were thinking, like with the pacing. It really just didn't make sense, like at all. Of how they
MBG.
did it.
Anthony, this guy MBG lives near you. You should go over his house and whoop his ass.
Really?
Muscle bound crybaby. He used to cry in his old Xbox videos, this guy. This guy's always a crybaby. He
Really?
says he's going to leave gaming. It's like, you're not leaving anywhere. You're buying Spider-Man 2 like everybody else. He's going to rave about how great it is. Just happy we got Metal Gear to come back from the dead. 95% of the games shown are coming to Xbox and PC anyway. Well, there you go. MBG. Anthony, you could totally take this guy.
MBG.
You know what he looks like?
No, I actually don't.
He's a huge wuss.
He's muscle-bound gamer, but he has no muscles.
Well, I remember
He's
you.
like
you
the
mentioned
anorexic
him.
gamer.
You mentioned him before.
Yeah, because he's from Jersey. Who's MBG? He's like this huge PlayStation. He used to be a huge Xbox guy. Frank and I used to watch him. But then he literally made videos like, I don't think it's going to get any better, guys. And he just started crying in the video.
Yeah.
And then he became a PlayStation guy. He's like, hey guys, it's so great to be part of the PlayStation Nation.
Instead of just
What?
covering
He's got a-
both, he
He's
just had
got
to
a
pick
picture
one.
of Kratos on his wall and everything. Like, this guy's
Oh,
a
no.
sicko. He's got some
Well,
issues, man.
I'll have to not look that up. No, I don't.
He's got the axe next to the freaking painting or whatever on his wall. Like,
Oh, brother.
these guys
Oh,
do it
man.
for the clicks, man. They don't really believe in this shit. But this guy's just like,
He's trying to play a
he
character.
gets very emotional about this stuff, and it's like, why?
Do you think it's serious, or do you think he's just
Did
playing
we
a
start
character?
crying? We were just like, wow, there's a couple of good things. The rest of it was shit.
Is that his thing though, where he's just emotional about the news, like the gaming stuff?
I guess.
He's like emo about everything.
Yeah.
Like, everything.
Again, we were expecting Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Which they said they're not going to show there, but okay.
I don't know.
He said that for this one, or was that like a?
He dressed
People
up like
did.
he dressed up like Solid Snake tonight, and everyone's making fun of him because like this dude dressed up for a multi-plat game
Oh yeah,
because
and
he
his
thought
whole
it was going to be
gimmick is, like,
exclusive. That's why. Even though
But,
Windows Central broke the news this morning that it wasn't going to be exclusive.
a lot
How-
of the sites are spreading false info, though. Like, IGN put Metal Gear Solid comes to PS5, and people in the comments were like, oh, I got to sell my Xbox. And there are people underneath them like, yo, it's coming to Xbox. Like, you're idiot. You're
Yeah.
an idiot. Like,
Because IGN, they put the hit out on Xbox.
and
They
then,
totally
and then
did.
Xbox did that like tweet where they were just like, oh yeah, they did the same thing on YouTube. They put that
Yeah, they
post on the
basically used
community,
the Sony promotion for themselves too, so they didn't
Yep.
have to spend any money.
and they commented. They replied to people on YouTube. They were just like, oh, don't you worry, the event's coming. Like they keep like.
Yeah, the
They're just
event's
trying to-
coming, but you better have
Yeah.
stuff ready to go.
It's like you better have shit ready to go because this was a bit like
no more
a
waiting
big
16 years for Fable and
yeah.
shit.
This
Like,
was
come
a
on.
big disappointment. So you got to really bring the sauce with this next one.
He
This was
couldn't
like a
believe it.
real. This was a real like it's almost like they again an hour and a half should have been an hour, should have been maybe 45 minutes, and a lot of the fluff was just indie games. That was just like, what are we watching? And I just kept cracking up at Perry's reaction to every indie game that would like show up because it was always like, you'd see the color palette change and then you'd hear the indie guitar play, and it's like folk
You knew
music.
coming.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh man, this is it, And we're kind of joking in the chat like, oh man, hopefully this isn't just indie stuff. But it was a lot of that.
That was a really great Xbox show. Wow. Could that be considered two Xbox shows?
It was a really great multi-plat show is what we got today, and the longest thing that we got was Spider-Man
Thank
in terms
God.
of
With
like
no
footage,
release
which
date.
is
In 30
No-
FPS.
no release date.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know what that means.
No state of
Um,
play. I mean, no days of play. They didn't announce the days of play sale or anything. I mean, usually it's in June, but at least say, hey, coming June like 10th, days of play.
Nothing was talked about with their service. They didn't say anything was coming to the service.
Nope.
Not even the games that looked like they were like, $15 bin games, which is just like weird. There's no update for any of that stuff. In terms of adding stuff to the service, it's almost a year old. They didn't talk about anything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It just seemed very underdelivered and undercooked for how they delivered the info. But obviously, we got some good stuff pulled from this, so that's why I didn't completely give this thing, a 0 out of 10. But this definitely was way more disappointing than I think we were anticipating, because we thought they would have just been like, "Oh yeah, here we go." Like, we know people want to see shit from us, like, but we're not seeing any of that like impact. We're not seeing any of that urgency. And they have that advantage to beat Microsoft to the punch, and now we barely got anything good out of this one. So
Eli is here. Grayson is here.
what's up?
Dreadpool is here. Let's see. Hey guys, so Marathon is apparently not the game Microsoft was trying to get. It's whatever Bungie's other unannounced game was due in 2025. Okay. Think they're trying to look weak for the ABK deal? RWK, I'm going to tell you something. Microsoft is trying to look so weak for the ABK deal that they had Don Matrix start this in 2013 with the Xbox One.
It's all a work, bro.
It's all a work for 10 years. No, I don't think they're trying to look weak in front of the thing. I just think they suck at fucking promoting shit and getting stuff done. Last year when the initiative fucking got blown out, was that them secretly working everyone so ABK be like, oh man.
Yeah.
They don't care about that stuff.
Nope.
It's not a work.
It's a work.
It's all a work.
When Microsoft says they're third place, it's the truth. It's basically the harsh reality. Because they are. They're just doing a shoot interview right there. Be like, yo, we're third. We're not going to rule the world today. Let us have this acquisition.
Sony should have just let it go through because they're in big trouble now. Which we got.
If anything, they should have blocked the deal because the games will take forever to be made.
Yeah. Just a very it's just a crappy time in this gen, which is what we were saying kind of at the end of the other stream.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just telling you. You know why? You know why I say it the way I do, RWK? Because I know you heard it on like 50 other podcasts. Because all these guys say the same shit. If somebody said,
I think they're trying to look weak, bro.
If they said, oh, I think I heard a rumor, a good friend of the show said Fusion Frenzy 8 is coming out. You're going to hear 50 other podcasts. Like, I heard Fusion Frenzy 8 is coming out.
And it's not going to come out.
And it doesn't come out. Oh, well, it was internally canceled, I heard.
like, internally
like 6 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We're just having fun. Anyway, I don't know. The showcase, there were, like we said, a couple of good games on there. Besides that, it was crap.
Well, I guess let's talk about the ones that were good, and we could just not talk about the anime other games that were shown.
That's fine with me.
The first one that was actually really good was what was it? Was it Metal Gear? Maybe that was the first one.
The first, real quick, we missed Abo's comment. They showed that game, The Plucky Squire, before that, which I'm looking forward to too. That's like the only weird indie game that I was looking forward to.
Okay.
But yeah, then after that, the next like thing that made any difference was Metal Gear. So they showed that trailer for 3 and the Master Collection. Now,
I'm really excited for this. I mean, I'm a Metal Gear Solid fan for sure. I mean, 3 is probably one of my favorites in that. So I am actually really excited for this. However, with the the collection or whatever, it just kind of seems like they're bringing that out with just 1, 2, and 3, and they're not doing 4 either. But they're gonna bring the other ones later because it looks like it's Volume 1.
Well, listen, the other ones apparently are included with Volume 1 at a later date.
Okay.
So Volume 2 could feature 4 or 5, and that's it. I guess.
Because the HD collection, because looking at the screenshots, it looked very similar to the HD collection.
Nick, what's
I mean,
up?
I'm sure.
Jamie, what's up?
What's up, Nick? Jamie on. Yeah, what's up? I think the screenshots, they look very similar to what the HD collection is. I'm sure it'll run smoother, but I'm curious. I mean, I'm happy that it is on everything. The fact that you'll be able to play, the first Metal Gear Solid on Xbox, that's pretty cool. And you have like all that stuff on there.
Steam?
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's cool because obviously 2 and 3 was available before. I have the HD collection on 360 right over there. That's when I finally went back and like replayed them in like 2012, 2013, whenever that came out. But we're living in the era of remakes, exactly, ACR. So it's bound to happen. We saw Silent Hill and now Metal Gear, so I'm excited
We're
for
living
this.
in the era of lazy developers.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Oh,
now
you're
does this
saying
look
bad
good
things about the
visually?
developers. Oh, who gives a
Visually, this
shit,
looks
man.
great.
Everyone's got to go to work. Everyone's got to bust their ass. Crunch them. Put them in
Is
the
it too
crunching
soon for
machine.
Separate Ways DLC? I don't think so. I mean, I think they're still developing
My
it, but I
legs are being
think
crunched.
you're not going to see
I
Separate
can't
Ways
laugh because
until
I got
later.
stuff going on, but
I have a question real quick about this. So I've only played Metal Gear 5. Now, how the hell do you play 1 now? Like, what's the newest
well,
console
that's
that
why they
1
should
is
have
on?
remade the first one, not the third
PS3, I think you can play one on because it has that.
one.
I think when you put it
Play it on
on
GameCube.
the
The Twin Snakes or whatever?
Yeah, it's the
Is that
same
what
game.
Yeah, I
well,
have that installed on my
well, I think the
GameCube.
voice acting's better in the original, but I think people might like the GameCube one a little bit. It's a little bit more modern, but I think the most recent, because I got that collection from Perry,
That
the Metal
PS3
Gear,
one.
yeah, the Metal Gear one, and
So this is a big deal that these are coming to everything because
yeah,
literally, like, you have to have a PS3 or emulate it then.
because I'm pretty sure it has a like redemption code for the first one, but I can't redeem it because it's expired. So I don't even think it's on the disc. I think you have to like
It's
put
not
in
on the
the
disc, yeah.
yeah. So like I have the
Okay, so
collection,
this is
but like
important then that they
yeah,
made this.
I
Okay.
would essentially have to get it digitally still on the PS3 store, which it's still available, but it's not on the PS5 store because, why add anything to the service ever, which is just so stupid. But yeah, that's not even on there. Obviously, they're fixing it with this. But Abbo says they're bringing Metal Gear 1, 2, and VR missions to the collection. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's going to be in Volume 1 still.
That's actually really cool because I loved VR missions. I remember I have like vivid memories of playing that demo because that was one of the first like Metal Gear Solid. I played the demo on Jam Pack. It was I think 98, and then the other one was on PlayStation Underground disc. So yeah, that was like my introduction to Metal Gear. But that's actually kind of cool that that's on there. Considering I don't know how much they're going to charge for the collection, but this was the first like thing that was like, oh,
$80.
we're like 40 minutes into the show, and this was the first thing that really like got us like excited to be like, okay, that's cool.
Jin, hey everyone. Richard,
What's up?
Hey everyone.
So
Let's go back. Dreadpool, did you like today's Xbox showcase? They even showed off Spider-Man 2 for PS5. Yes, and in more ways than one, it sucked like the Xbox showcases. No, I see what he's saying. He's joking around. I'm joking around too. I didn't hear what you said because I was acting crazy. Facts creatively in a sad place of gaming and movies. Yeah, it really is. Grayson says, so I'm assuming they want to remake them in order of the timeline. Hence why they started with Snake Eater. That could be true. That's probably why 3 was first. I didn't even think of that. I think your Solid 1 PC is also on Good Old Games. I bet this is the version it will be based on.
oh, okay.
Stealth video games are missed. We even want Splinter Cell back. Well, the guy's still in New Mexico learning how to speak Spanish, apparently. We heard that like 9 years ago on an Xbox podcast once.
He's still there, learning.
Oh, man. Taking a shot at Dreadpool's guy. Hey, but that's what he was saying for like months, and then I unsubscribed. I'm hooking up the PS5 tomorrow and have Resident Evil 4 remake PS4 disc on PS4. Is there really a difference between the PS4 and PS5? If you're upgrading, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, you should get the PS5 version. The biggest difference is the graphics, man.
Yeah. Graphics are a big difference.
If I were you, I would sell the PS4 version and get the 5, or do the upgrade for $10.
It's worth it if you're gonna sit there and play it a bunch.
So Metal Gear
Definitely
1 and 2, Metal Gear Solid VR missions, MGS2, MGS3. Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's a pretty solid collection. I mean, I would pay probably top dollar for it anyway. Just because
But it's not on disc, Anthony.
apparently it is physical. According
Oh,
to
yeah?
Wario, he tweeted something out saying that it's going to be physical. Which I might get because, to be fair, like I don't collect a lot of physical like current stuff, but Metal Gear is something I would get. But I'd probably, just pre-order like, or not even pre-order it, just get it when it comes out because there's no point of pre-ordering it because when I pre-order on Amazon, it will delay it. So what's the point? I'll just wait until it's out.
They said it's going to be on physical. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Which,
we'll see.
I mean, are you guys excited to see Metal Gear come back, or do you care? Or
I'll play the remake. The other games I already played. I beat 1. Metal Gear Solid 1. I beat that a long time ago when it came
now
out.
that doesn't have a release date either. Metal Gear Solid, like the remake, they just said, "Hey, it's here." So I would say maybe 2024, maybe.
Yeah, I would say like next summer.
Yeah. Put out the collection, hold people over, and then because they said they're putting it out for the anniversary, right? It's like the whatever anniversary for
35th.
Metal Gear, 35th anniversary. So they definitely plan this accordingly. They'll probably just do the 35th, and then you start it. You kind of kickstart it from the beginning of the timeline. We mentioned that on our last stream too. Metal Gear Solid 3 is in the beginning. So if they start that within there, I mean that's going to be like, a good place to start, and it makes sense why they would start there.
Right.
I'll probably check out the collection because I never played them. So for me, it's probably worth it.
I
But
bet Volume 2 would be Peacemaker, Peace Walker, 4 Rising, and possibly Portable Ops.
Yeah, because
What
the
about
portable
Acid?
games aren't on there. Yeah.
The card game that everyone hated. Everyone right now bought that thinking it was Metal Gear Solid and it was a card
Where's
game.
Subsistence, please? Come on.
Yeah. Thunder's Production. What's up, man? Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake for the win. On Xbox!
yeah,
It's Steam!
It's on everything.
Steam,
It's on everything.
Yeah, but
They
you want
even
to
put
play it
out in
on
the
the
press
actual
release-
good platforms, not the
They put it-
DualSense crap.
Put it out in the press release, all platforms, and the collection will be all platforms. So
Come on. We gotta go get a 4090 and play it on there.
Yeah.
We don't need no stinking consoles.
David Hayter comes back to play Snake.
I hope David Hayter doesn't come back because you're gonna buy it anyway. You're gonna buy it whether Dave Meltzer does the voice or David Hayter.
David Hayter's not going to come back.
He's not gonna come back. Dave Meltzer's gonna do the voice, okay?
He tweeted something today, though. Let me see what he tweeted. I'll
Yeah,
tell
he
you guys.
tweeted, "I'm looking for a job. Help me."
Oh no!
Help me.
Can't laugh.
He put.
I'm sick. My throat hurts.
Oh, he's doing a voice in that Synapse PSVR 2 game.
Oh,
He said, for those of you asking about games I may or not be voicing in the future, here's one. Synapse. So, there you go.
I heard he's gonna do the voice of Cubic Ninja too.
Cubic Ninja.
They did recast Silent Hill too.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be good anyway. So,
yeah. I'm just excited to see it come back, and that'd be cool to play the first Metal Gear Solid with some trophies. Hopefully,
Metal Gear Solid wasn't necessarily easy games either.
they're hard, man.
It's easy when you use Game Shark.
I remember staying home from school one day, like way back, and just like staying home and just playing Metal Gear Solid, like just beating the whole thing, like just going through it.
The man who voiced Snake and Super Bomberman R. I didn't know that.
See, everyone should buy Bomberman because it's a great game.
Bomberman R2 is coming out, or it just came out.
It's coming out.
My order of Metal Gear games, says Richard. Best to worst. Metal Gear Solid 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, Peace Walker. He tweeted that he's in the VR game.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I hope he doesn't come back. Because you know why? You're going to buy it anyway.
It's true.
You're not going to be like, oh, David Hayter's not here? I'm not buying this, man. You're totally going to buy it.
Although, a lot of people are saying they're not going to buy Alan Wake, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
They are going to fucking buy it, and they're going to love it.
Well, yeah, I mean, before we move on to Metal Gear Solid,
when PlayStation 6 comes out, and it does not have a disc drive, you're not going to stop playing games. So stop acting stupid out there.
That's
okay?
what I'm saying, but what do we know, right?
Oh, physical. The GameStop's going to be dead, and the consoles are all going to be digital. Get over it. Suck it up, Buttercup. I don't see these motherfuckers crying about DVDs and shit anymore. Everyone's like, oh man, I'm illegally sharing Netflix passwords with my family and shit. Isn't that great, man? We can watch all the movies all we want, man. Well, guess what? Now you got to do that with games. GameStop's going to close down sooner than you guys think at some point.
Oh, they're on their way.
We might wake up one day and it might be all shut down. Then your games ain't going to be worth shit. Then you're going to buy digital, and it's not going to matter. Well, I want to play my games in 40 years. You don't even know where the fuck you're going to be in 40 years.
All these games will be on
Get the fuck
good
out
old
of here.
games
It's
for
not like it
$5.
used to be, man. It's different now. I grew up with cartridges. All these guys grew up with cartridges and discs and stuff like that. But you know what? Things change. I grew up with floppy drives. You don't see a bunch of fucking people my age lining up at fucking Best Buy. Yo, where the floppy drives at? They took away my floppy drives. We want to burn this. Can't even laugh. We want to burn discs. We want to buy CD burners. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't. Things have moved on.
We have to move on with the times.
You got to move on. I wouldn't be surprised if EB Game goes out this week. EB Games went out of business over here. They became GameStop.
A very long time ago. Probably 20 years ago
Wasn't
now.
there a walkout of some GameStops? Yeah, because they're too lazy. Listen, here's how this works at GameStop, okay? The employees are fucking little kids that get paid fucking $10 an hour. Okay? They do nothing. They tell you not to buy shit. Then the managers come and be like, did you sell anything? No, a bunch of people came in, but I told them not to buy shit, so they'll be my friend later. And they said, okay, well, circle of life shit. Like, you're not doing your work. You better shape up or ship out. That translates into, I'm being abused and exploited at my job. Which turns into, I can't pay my bills because I'm not getting a raise. I should be getting everything. It's like you work at a fucking video game store. You know what I mean? Of course you're not going to get a raise. You're telling people not to buy shit. Every time we go in there, they're telling us not to buy shit because it sucks.
So he could be your friend later.
Yeah, so I'll come back and be like, thanks, man. I can trust you now and not buy anything here. Of course your manager's going to tell you, yo, what are you doing? You got to make sales.
do it now.
I don't even buy games there. I buy Pokemon cards.
Nobody does because they don't want to sell you anything.
No.
And then they hit them with the Circle Life thing. And they're like, oh, we're being abused. It's like, no, you're not. You're not working. And they're getting on your case about it. That's life. So they shut the fucking door on the biggest day, the busiest day going. They locked the door and put a note, I can't pay my rent, so you can't have Zelda today. It's like, dude, fuck you.
What?
You should have just quit. That happened.
Yeah, I saw that.
On the release date of Zelda. But a lot of stores put notes up. Oh, man, I can't pay my rent because of the money here. Then quit your job another day and go get a job somewhere else. These people are so fucking entitled today. They don't treat us good here at GameStop. Then quit. Go somewhere else. You might find a better job. But don't shut the store down and let, people that want to buy the game, they still don't want to sell you shit.
It was a known thing.
We don't want to sell these people anything anyway, so let's just shut the store down.
It was a known thing. They would never, schedule people.
Employees are lazy. And they get mad that they're not getting benefits. It's like, you're not going to get benefits because you're not doing anything.
Well, they're in the news, though. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I got that too.
Oh, they are in the news? For what?
They're making some changes.
Membership.
Oh, that's changes. Right. Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant the news.
But in terms of that
extra $5 is going to kill them. No one's going to do that.
Yeah, that's
I got a little more.
You know why they're doing that, right? Because they're not getting the $5 from people to pre-order stuff to keep the revenue going to pay the rent for the stores. Bastards. So they're trying to hit people up to have the card for an extra $5.
You bastards!
It's more than that.
I don't mind where gaming is going with digital, but I just don't want to purchase out classic games like Rockstar did with GTA to phase out. Well, here's the thing, Midway Gamer. When you buy your digital games, you go to websites and you fucking download them illegally. You burn them onto a disc or put them on an SSD. And you put them in your closet. And then 20 years fucking later, when they don't end up pulling the games off your service anyway, you could pull out the SSD or the disc drive, the freaking Blu-ray disc, and pop it in your computer and feel better about yourself.
There's always going to be a way to play it. Do not worry about that.
You ever hear disc rot? Happened to me. Happened to a bunch of people I know. Here's the thing with games. You can run, but you can't hide. They're all going to go away at some point, physically. So, that's what I'm saying. Just enjoy life. It's all gloom and doom. Well, I might want to play Gears of War 3 in fucking 30 years. Who the fuck wants to play Gears of War 3 in 30 years? Nobody. Seriously.
And by then it'll probably play on any
Anthony, that's one of your favorite games. Do you think at 57 years old you're going to be like, yeah, I want to play Gears of War 3 on Xbox 360 right now?
I'd probably rather play Gears of War 2, and it'll probably be, on my
right. But I guarantee you, within the next 40 years, 30 years from now, that game's going to be ported over to all the new machines anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They always do that.
All you guys got fucking robbed with the PS4 to PS5 because all those games came out on PS5 anyway.
And they're already on Game Pass.
So now you got a whole wall full of fucking games
anywhere.
that look like shit on your brand new PlayStation. So you got to rebuy them all. And then when PlayStation 6 come out, same thing. You got to rebuy all those games all over again. We've all seen disc rot. There you go. Dreadpool's right. In 30 years, I better have Gears of War remastered remake. There you go.
Also, not to mention,
they're going to keep remaking these stupid games. Imagine, Anthony, if you bought The Last of Us and you're like, in 2013, and you're like, I'm going to hold the disc forever. I might want to play it in another 20 years. Well, guess what? They fucking remade the game 2 more times.
I don't think I've ever...
Within a 10-year period.
I never bought the first game ever, besides PS4. So, that first PS3 edition, I essentially just pirated.
Though, if you bought it and you made that statement...
it's good that I didn't, because it's like...
And you made that statement, you know how dumb you'd look?
Yeah, because look at it now. It's the PS3 version's obsolete. That disc, what the hell am I going to do with that? You know what I mean?
Thank God for emulation, even though it plays like crap.
Probably
Midway Gamer, a lot of games play perfectly fine. By the way, Metal Gear Solid 4 the PS3, you can run that at 4K 60 on a PC right now.
Wow.
Everyone's worried about their PS3, backwards compatible PS3. Throw that shit out. If it works,
wouldn't
hang
throw
on
it
to it. If
out.
it doesn't work, get rid of it.
Yeah.
I always bring this up
People
when we
always
talk
go,
about
"Do you
it.
fix PS3s?" No, I don't. Oh.
Shock.
I'm not gonna fix a fucking console with 5,000 screws in it. Sorry. Your backwards compatible PS3. Learn how to jailbreak shit, man. Stop being lazy. You could play Gears of War 3 on your calculator in 30 years. You can actually play Gears 3 on the PC with the Xenia emulator. Emulators are getting better along with the tech to play them. Yeah, Dreadpool is right. You know why? You could buy like a little Ryzen computer, probably for about $300, and you could run all that shit on there. Like, you don't even need a graphics card anymore for a lot of these emulators.
Right.
A graphics card would definitely help out, but like the Ryzen chips, man, they got the Vega card in there already. Like, it's ready to go. You can run a majority of emulators perfectly fine.
That's the thing, and I always bring this up. It's like, imagine if you went back to 92 or 93 and you're like, hey, in the future, you could put every Super Nintendo game
Nobody
ever
would
on a
believe you.
flash drive, and you can play it on your cell phone. It's like, dude, you can play every Super Nintendo game on your cell phone. Like, and it's only been, what, 20, 30 years? Like, you're going to be able to play these games somehow. They're going to be nothing. We're going to have so much space and power on our computers that a netbook is going to be able to play Gears 5 in 20 years. Like, you don't have to worry about it. There's always people archiving them. There's always people uploading them. They're going to get remade,
You
remastered.
can get a jailbroken PlayStation 4 right now. You could buy a 16 terabyte or a 22 terabyte hard drive. You could rip all your games to it and just back them up. And then you could take a flash drive, copy the file over, put it in your PS4, install the game digitally. They're not going anywhere. You can make 100 copies of that hard drive. All your games are in one spot.
Yeah.
You always have access to them.
Abba, on my backwards compatible jailbroken PS3, I know we're joking about it, but I actually have one. And yeah, any PS2 game you want to run, it runs.
PCX3 or whatever it's called.
And look
Yep.
at our Xboxes. You have the
Look it up.
Xboxes, the full library in it. Every single game is inside of your original Xbox.
I'm telling
right
you guys,
now.
you gotta have
I
a
have it
decent
all on my
computer,
hard drive.
though. But I'm telling you, you guys, you can run a lot of stuff. And don't buy into this bullshit myth about, oh, emulation sucks. What do you think half these games are running on the new consoles? It's all emulation. This Metal Gear thing that's coming out, this collection, guess what? It's running off an emulator on your PlayStation 5. It's not running natively on your system.
It's like when you play a PS1 game on their service. It's like on an emulator.
The Aladdin and Jungle Book collection thing that came out, it's an emulator that runs on your PlayStation and Xbox. So, guys, just chill out. Like, games aren't going anywhere. Just make sure you back your stuff up and you're good.
There'll always be a way to
Original
play it.
hardware is always cool to play on, but eventually these machines are going to go out.
Abba
You might
says, does
get
it use
disc
the hardware instead of the emulator, though? Oh, on the PS3, I think.
If I jailbroke my backwards compatible PS3, yes. Yes and yes. I don't know why you haven't done it already, but yes. Yes and yes.
Yes,
You
and
can.
yes.
A lot of people don't even know this. You could jailbreak any PlayStation 3, except for the 3000. Remember, you got screwed with yours, the 3000
Yeah, my
model.
super slim or my
Your
slim.
slim 3000 model, but you can still jailbreak it, but you can't just like natively put the custom firmware on it. You can pretty much jailbreak any PlayStation 3, and you can play PS2 games on all of them, even the ones that aren't backwards compatible.
Yeah,
Because
mine
this
is
is what Sony did, okay? People need to hear this again for the millionth time on the show. To cut costs, Sony cut out the hardware emulation for the PlayStation 2 and the PS3. So they replaced it with software emulation. And the Metal Gear bundle that came out had the software emulation. After that, they removed the feature entirely, but they didn't really remove it. They locked it out so that you would buy PS2 games digitally on the PlayStation Store. Because those games run the same emulator that runs on that Metal Gear console. And a lot of people don't know that. So when you jailbreak any PlayStation 3, you can run PS2 games no problem because it's got
It
the
just
emulator
overrides
in there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the emulator in there for the digital stuff.
They just pretty much turned it off and were like, nope.
Yeah, they shut it down. Because they want you to pay $20 a
But
pop
the
for
consoles
Twisted
could
Metal
do
and
it, which
Black
is
and all that
why,
stuff.
yeah.
Even though you already own the disc, they're like, it doesn't work.
That's why I like my PS3, because I could just pop in any PS2 game. It's through HDMI and it works. Like my library actually works on there, and I can rip the discs to the console, so it's like a win-win.
Right, and if your backwards compatible system ever broke, you could just buy any other system, jailbreak it, use your PS2 rips on that machine. Can't use the disc anymore, but you can use the rips, and you're all set.
I have PS2 games on my jailbroken PS3, and it's not backwards compatible.
Well, there you
Works
go.
fine.
But that's
Yeah.
Sony. They locked the feature out because they wanted to get more money out of you. You guys all love Sony, but they're fucking you, and you don't realize it.
Oh, they definitely fucked us
Sony
today.
software was shit. Good to know. Alchemist is here. What's up?
So
My neighbor back in the day used to jailbreak consoles for everyone. Well, he was a cool neighbor.
was Perry your neighbor?
No. My neighbor had an original Xbox jailbroken. Pretty much every console's library from 1985 to 2004 because that was the year at the time. Yeah. 360 was
So-
better. He had almost every game saved on the hard drives and would switch them out. I'm telling you, man. And then you just back up those hard drives over and over and over again. You got like a stack like this big compared to a whole freaking shelf full of freaking Blu-ray games that are getting disc rot anyway at some point. I don't know. If you collect games, it's a different story. But to say that if games went digital tomorrow, you're all fucking lying. You'd still buy games. If digital hit tomorrow and GameStop was not in business, you'd have no choice.
Yeah, and Alan Wake, too. That was kind of like the next thing that they showed. That but after the fact,
And by
we
the
talked
way,
about it earlier. That
really
it's
quick,
digital only.
Really quick, it helps the developers. When you buy digital directly from them, you're helping them out because they
And
get
it's
the money
$60.
quicker. Yeah, and you
$60.
save a few dollars.
If you buy it through Epic, it's $49.99
Fuck
because
it,
they
man.
save even
Nobody
more
wants to
money.
go to
Fucking
Epic
Epic. Yeah.
Save that $10. Infect your computer.
No thanks.
It looks good though. It looks like Resident Evil. It's got the over-the-shoulder stuff. It looks like Resident Evil, obviously, but it looks a lot more survival horror influenced. And Max Payne, Sam Lake is in there. It's not him, but it's voiced by the same dude, and it's Sam Lake's design or his model, which is his face. So that's funny.
I don't know if the 360 played Dreamcast games. Unless it was the Dreamcast pack that came out with the 4 games on it. My brother went to school. My brother said every game you could think of, wouldn't believe him. So he showed us a jailbroken Xbox, and it was awesome. Yeah, and I highly suggest anybody that has end-of-life consoles jailbreak them.
Oh, don't update your DSs, by the way. Speaking of end-of-life consoles.
I updated it while I was jailbreaking somebody's DS the other day, and it works fine.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what the hell that's all about.
Never mind then.
That was weird because it was that night. I gave it back to the guy, and then all of a sudden, that old guy was like, "Don't update." And I said, "What?"
All of a sudden.
Oh, the dude you were trying to fix the DS.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing here, by the way. You gotta help me with
Oh,
this,
God.
Frank.
I can either help you or you can have my save. Either way.
I'll do both, but I want to know how you
Okay.
get this thing on the track.
I gotta
I'm
look
wondering
at
if
it.
they're going to use the same model of Max Payne remakes.
It
Probably.
it does. Yeah, I was gonna say it does look like a modern current gen Max Payne model. So it's like, they're probably running it off that engine anyway. It looks great. It looks fantastic. So I'm looking forward to Alan Wake. And it's coming out October right now. But Remedy has a history of delaying games, so just because they take a while. But we'll see.
They're remaking Max Payne? Yeah, they
Yeah.
announced that like a year ago. 1
It's
and
not
2.
going to come out anytime soon, but it's being worked on, I'm sure. It's about damn time,
Yeah, I can't
to
wait.
be honest. Yeah. But yeah, Alan Wake, what do you guys think of that? It looks pretty dope.
I played the remake of the first one, and I was like half and half on it. This one looks
Yeah.
really good, though. It looks like Resident Evil,
Like updated
remake
gameplay
style.
mechanics. Yeah.
That's what I want. I want Parasite Eve to do that.
Yeah. Another thing that can come back, right? Because that's a common theme that we wanted in this showcase is that, like, them trying to bring back old games that needed to come back or that should come back, but we didn't really get that. But it's basically like I don't know, like, when did the first one come out? What, 2009, right? 2008. So maybe 2010. So it's been a little bit.
Wait, what? The first Max Payne?
Alan Wake.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, the first Max Payne was like 2001.
Yeah, no, I know that was 01.
I started playing the remaster, so I want to finish that, and then I'll probably check out 2 because this one looks way better than that one. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to check this one out.
Maybe Max Payne's too far away. Well, if they're still working on Alan Wake 2, then Max Payne's it's got to be far.
Maybe a couple of years.
Let's get it on Game Pass. Yeah, right.
You could play it on Series X right now, the old one,
Yeah.
if you want. I was just playing it the other day.
Pills would ease the pain of physical cocky, says Richard. I want more horror, as they could afford to show an Alan Wake. Well, we'll see how it works out.
Well,
Alan Whack.
Yeah, Alan Whack. I'm trying to think of the other. I mean, the third game that they showed that we actually gave a shit about was Spider-Man.
Well, there was some stuff in between that were like honorable mentions, if you even count them.
Right.
They showed
Bungie, right? Didn't they show Marathon and Destiny 2?
Oh, not even those, but yeah, they did show that. They showed Dragon's Dogma 2, which I'm kind of looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because Elder Scrolls is never coming out, so at least I have that.
Yeah, a lot of people were hype about that. Capcom announced that when I was in the UK last year when I covered that, and that returning was like a big deal. So that's pretty cool that they showed that off.
Which they could have put all the village stuff in that game, and it would have made sense. But
yeah,
who am I, right?
Yeah, right. Maybe that's what they're reusing, right? Some assets.
I'm sure they will. They showed RE4 VR before Spider-Man as well.
Still no release or date, but I'm assuming they would probably put it out around when the Separate Ways update comes out. Maybe an RE4 Gold Edition. Maybe. I don't know.
I'd love to play it, but I ain't spending $600 on a headset, so.
Yeah, no.
Eventually, when that comes down, I'll check it out. But
let's do another fundraiser, Anthony, and buy us all headsets with that money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we want to do a PSVR 2 LAN party.
we're just all in a room, like.
Yeah.
They also showed another Assassin's Creed, which
we expected, right?
Pirate.
Yeah, fucking pace, man.
Mirage.
Pirate it. Don't buy it. Pirate it.
I wouldn't even pirate it. It's the same fucking game it's been for the last 20 years.
Well, if you want to play it, don't give them the money.
Forget about those games, man. Ubisoft sucks.
Yeah,
Well,
they
didn't they say they
literally
wanted to
on.
rush it out this
Move on
fall
with life.
because they wanted to hit those like goals or whatever, so they had to rush it
How
out.
many
This-
times are you gonna fucking run around and stab people with that
this one
stupid
looks
cloak on?
exactly the same. It's even more of a copy than
Ubisoft
It's still coming
fucking
out for
sucks, man.
PS4. It's still coming out for PS4.
yeah.
Alan
Forget
whacked me
that.
off, says RWK.
Yeah, I would not give them money for this.
Reagan's dog
Assassin's
shit
Creed.
too looks great, says Abbo.
It does. I think it looks cool. They showed a bunch of VR crap, which we were like, whatever. They showed a trailer for the Gran Turismo movie, which was horrendous.
Yeah, what was that about?
Just to pad it out. They just padded the shit out. I hate that shit. That was like an hour in. The pacing of this was just so bad, guys. Seriously.
Dude, that shows you how stupid the Sony fan base is when Sony is like, here's a movie trailer. We all know you're going to go out and see it.
I don't want to see that movie.
Yeah, but they've like brainwashed their audience into thinking that like, oh, I need to go see the movie because I love
That's a real
PlayStation.
life story.
Stupid.
How many people are going to hang that shit up on their wall?
The last game was just shitty.
Well, you stream some Metal Gear sometime. Yeah, when the remake comes out, I'll check it out. It's VB. What's up, man?
What's up?
So Half-Life Alyx is not coming to PlayStation VR 2 at this point.
No.
Well, it might, but it wasn't shown.
Do you guys think that
could.
they kind of just like shoehorned in that VR section? Like it just seemed like they're like, all right, we just had to show like 5 games, Resident Evil included,
Yeah,
but
because
like
the VR just hit retailers.
yeah,
They don't have any games for it, so
They don't have games for anything.
because all that stuff wasn't even coming out.
That's
Not to
what I'm
mention-
saying, man. Instead of making these shitty indie games, stop. Stop. Just stop.
These third-party Japanese adventure games like Fantasy Island or whatever the fuck
Fantasy
it's
this, fantasy that, fantasy this, and these
Grand
freaking
Blue.
samurai games. It's like, dude, nobody cares. I don't
They're-
live in Japan, so I don't give a shit. Let's be honest here, all right?
they're encroaching on their own. They're like
And
competing
I'm
with
sure the
themselves in
Japanese feel the
samurai
same way
game.
when we have all these freaking Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
They're like, these stupid Americans, all they play is these stupid shooting games. But I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, it just I think the pacing was off, and I think the way that they showed the VR stuff and they showed the Gran Turismo stuff, and it's like, come on, man.
Then Lion Crying Jim Ryan came back and was like, "Hey, we have the Project Q and these earbuds, both things that you don't."
Those earbuds
want."
with no bass in them
Yeah,
that
No
they'll sell for
bass.
$100.
The Q is what we already talked about a few months ago, and you know, now it's like, oh, you can it has to be installed on the console, and
You have to have a PS5 to use this thing.
they got to be very careful with that
They have
price
to be
point.
in the same exact house.
If it's not $100 or $150, which it's not going to be, it's dead. Who
It's gonna
would
be
buy
fucking
that?
$299. Watch.
$299.
Yeah, and you got to sit in your house next to your PS5 and play it for $300. Why? Why would
Yeah,
anybody
why?
buy that? And
Why?
it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my
I
entire
would
life.
Because
spend that
Sony
money on
thinks
a-
our audience is stupid.
They
when,
are stupid.
When you motherfuckers go on Twitter and say, I want to pay more money for games, they're like, you are stupid and we'll give you what you want. Raise the
Yeah.
price.
I'll
And
use
people are
that
gonna
money
buy
to
this
get.
thing.
A fucking streaming device for $300 or more, we'll sell it to you because our audience is fucking stupid and they'll buy it. This
I'll
is
take
why
that
you
money
guys
and
don't
buy a
understand.
PSVR.
When you go on Twitter and you tell them, please, I'll pay more money, they see clearly as day that you're stupid. It's clear as day. They say, this guy's stupid. Oh, there's another guy? Okay. Oh, we have 450 stupid people on here that tell us they're going to pay more money. That's why you never do that. You don't go on Twitter and be like, hey, I'll pay more. You say, you know what, man? $60, these games are broken. I'll pass. And then they'll get the message. But when you go on there, oh yeah, right, they'll buy anything. They'll buy a fucking movie. They'll buy earbuds with no bass in them. They'll buy a streaming device that you gotta use right next to your console. Just pick the controller up. You mean the new PS5U? Exactly.
Yeah.
Helldivers 2 was the only Sony game besides Spider-Man, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aren't we expecting 2 Ghosts of... Oh, man, I'm not saying that.
Damn, what an ass.
No.
RWK
Yeah.
with a $1.99 super chat. Good night, y'all. Thanks. Enjoyed both shows. Thank you.
Oh no.
Thank you, RWK. Yeah, we are getting a sequel
Japanese
to
culture
that
is
game.
cool,
but-
says it's VB. Majority of
That's a-
people
that's
here
a
in
different-
America don't care about it. Well, there you go.
I
Yeah,
would
we're-
just take that money, like, that they're charging for the cube and just get a Vita
Just
and hack
to-
that shit.
Just to, like, expand on what he's saying. He's saying people don't care about playing Japanese culture in games. So
Been
we're getting
done
all
to
these
death.
Ghost of Tsushima ripoffs. Remember Star Trek of Naomi or whatever the fuck that game was called?
Oh, Trek to Yomi.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like these games are. There's just too many of them like that. Ghost of Tsushima is good. Stick to just that. Don't make other samurai games. Like, you're good. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Bastards. You
I thought they
bastards.
were going to show the PlayStation 5 Slim.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
they slowly started showing the accessories.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's the last one. And they didn't. And I was like, oh, okay. So we're not doing that.
And now I'm gonna cry while I present this next game.
He sounds like a human dog.
Yeah.
Who does?
Jim Ryan.
It's like
Hello. I'm Jim Ryan.
yeah.
I'm here to block your crumpets.
Here's my wacky wild crumpet party.
Oh,
Everyone knows
hello.
Ninja Gaiden is the OG. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not.
Shinobi.
Yeah, but you know what? Even that is preceded
Kung
by
Fu.
what's the game called? Ninja Golf
Oh, I
on
don't
the
know.
Atari. You bastards who killed Sony. Oh god, you're right. Helldivers 2 and Spider-Man were.
You know, Jim Ryan sounds like the peons from Warcraft. Work.
Well, he is. Harry
Oh my
handheld-
God.
Harry handheld crumpet for $2.99 plus tax to Stevie Mac.
My hairy handheld crumpets. Ninja Garden.
Ninja Garden.
Ninja Garden. Nope, too late. It's
Yeah,
Ninja Garden.
Gaiden.
No, yeah. Just imagine that, like, you're a ninja and you have to, like,
Cut the weeds down with
Yeah.
the shuriken.
you have to plant everything in time.
All right, everyone hates us
Anyway.
for physical games, and everyone hates us for saying Ninja Gaiden instead of Gaiden. It's Gaiden.
Well, the last thing that they showed, thank
It's
God.
Gaiden. No, it's Gaiden.
The last thing they
Spider-Man
showed
2.
was, thank God, it was beautiful. It was what I've been waiting for. I'm getting that the second it comes out.
What is?
Buying it digital. Spider-Man 2. I'm all
Yeah,
over
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm on
I need that. I
Yeah, they
need it
saved
now.
they saved the best for last, and it was the longest running gameplay, but it did look good. So no complaints here. We even said on the show before that we're gonna get it day one because we're Spider-Man fans. So it's something else to look
Absolutely.
forward to and play. We got Alan Wake 2, we got Spider-Man.
I see how it is.
Sorry, Apple.
I don't know. What do you guys think of the whole co-op dynamic that isn't actual co-op, but it's like, you're switching between the different Spider-Man to fight everything. You got the Venom suit. Like, that stuff looks really cool.
Dude, imagine if that was co-op. You know how annoying that would be?
You're tethered to like.
Yeah. Oh, help me, Peter.
I like that it's like that because it's gonna be double the suits, and I loved collecting all the suits in the other
Peter
one.
Parker's going to knock Miles Morales right out.
I'm happy they
definitely
didn't
right
show
about
that
that.
The
because
longer
you
he
know
wears
that's
that
gonna
black
happen.
suit, he's going to fucking turn around and knock him right out. Watch.
You know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, because he's going to be annoying. Hey, Pete, you got this? Hey, Pete, he's going to go, shut up.
He's gonna be like, "Stop playing by the book, bitch." And he just hits him. Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
I think it's gonna be something to look forward to. But again, what did they show at the end? No date.
yeah.
No,
What if it
just
gets delayed?
fall,
So
right?
I know I'm saying this year, but like I should probably watch my words because you never know.
What if it gets delayed till like January or February?
I'll cry.
That would suck because
Seriously.
then what else would they have this year?
I was hoping September for that
More God
game,
of
but
War DLC.
Oh no.
It's gonna
The
beat the
connection
shit
to
out
your
of
session has been
Miles.
lost.
Oh man, I'm not saying that. That's crazy. I hope we don't get Mary Jane missions again.
no, they don't need it in
Those are
this.
such a waste of time.
But man, when they showed him with the Venom stuff outside of that house, I was like, wow, like it's such a cool change of scenery. Like it looks so good.
I like that
Can't
they're
wait.
switching it up. It's gonna be fun. I still
Yeah.
never played Miles Morales though,
What?
Oh my god, dude, go play it. It's so good.
so I
What are
still
you
have to do
doing?
that. What are you doing?
It's
Stop it!
like the first game you play on a PS5
It's so good. They're both just so good.
or on PC now.
Yeah.
You
Play
probably
on
get it for
PC.
like $15 on PC.
Oh no, I got it. I got it with the first game remastered digital. Like I got all that digital.
Oh, okay.
I just got so wrapped up in the first game because I never played the first game. You know, that's a lot of people. I don't know if you know, but like I waited to play Spider-Man when it came out in the
You didn't want
four
to play in 30 frames.
yeah, because you guys on the show were like, "Do not play this right now. Just wait." And I was like, "All right."
Because we saw how epic it was and how bad it
Yeah,
was. It was
like you
held
guys said,
down
it
by
was a
that.
good game, but you guys were like, "Yeah, it was definitely." Like held back by that shit. And it was, yeah, I waited. And then so when I found out you can get the first game with Miles Morales digital, bought that. And then I just never got to Miles Morales because I just didn't play the 5 as much at that time. I was kind of over on the Xbox stuff. So,
If not delayed in September, may not be in 2023. Yeah, I hear that.
Don't
yeah, I
do
don't know,
that.
man. I hope so because they really need something, especially when you got, Starfield hopefully still coming out. So we'll see what the hell's going on. But on the Xbox side,
What was Helldiver's release date? I don't remember.
I'll tell you. I don't think it had one because I would have wrote it down, but I'm gonna look.
David R. Anthony, what do you think of Mortal Kombat being rebooted? Which we didn't see today.
no, we didn't see.
It just says 2023 Abo, real quick.
Did we talk about Mortal Kombat last week, or was that after that we did the show?
We talked about it last week because
We did. It was the 10th anniversary, right? We talked about it
yeah,
then.
because it came out the night
That
before or something,
morning,
or that
yeah,
morning.
something like that.
Yeah, they changed the time on everybody. Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat being rebooted again could work. It's definitely something where like, the story, I think they can kind of, streamline it if they're trying to do that, but apparently it still connects, so I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to see how they approach the gameplay style, but I'm always down to play Mortal Kombat. I mean, that's the one fighting game that I'll spend money on with like DOA and Tekken and stuff. So like I'm excited. And it comes out in September, so it's another thing to look forward to this year.
Anything Mortal Kombat, I'm always down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the two Sony games without a date. I can't wait to see the Unreal 5 fatalities. Where was Factions? Thought they said it was going to
No.
drop at the
Yeah.
showcase. Yeah, where's Wolverine? Where's
Yeah.
Wolverine 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Where's
Where's
Horizon
Spider-Man
5?
6 and 7? All these fucking games these guys were saying were going to come out. Ghost of Tsushima 2 and 3? Where is everything?
Are the servers really bad in Dead Island? Like what kept
No,
happening?
no, we had a little bit of an issue, but we got it.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
We were playing for like almost 3 hours, right? The first night.
We already
You guys like
put
it?
like 6 or 7 hours into that game. It's not very
I
long
thought
of a
I
game.
cut this shit out of the video.
Oh.
Hey, thanks, Nero Video, you piece of shit. I literally dragged it off the timeline. and put the other video in place. Uh,
I mean,
anyway,
we got right back in.
it took me like 6 hours to freaking encode all this.
You guys like it though?
Yeah, it's really good.
That was a really good.
We need a fourth person.
I think it's only 3 people.
And we bought it digital. CD keys, you got it cheap.
Yeah, I had been eyeballing it for a little while,
Me
and then
too.
Perry was like, "Let's just get it," and I was like,
I
"All
went
right."
to
And then
Best Buy. They had one copy. They never got 2 copies in. They had 1 copy on Xbox. They had no copies for PlayStation 5.
You bought the disc on Xbox?
I was
Digital.
going to because I was going to sell it. But I was like, you know what, man? They only got 1 disc. Target didn't have it. Walmart didn't have it. Nobody had it in the area. I was like, you know what, man? Fuck this. I'm just going to buy it digital. CD Keys had it for $63. And he got the deluxe edition, for $68 or something.
Holy shit.
which you can't even use the skins yet, but whatever. Eventually, I'll be able to use it. But the game is good. I was like, damn.
Me, him, and her got it for all digital. We already got our money's worth. The game's great. It's what Redfall should have been.
Yeah, it looks good.
No, Redfall was too busy being stupid. Yeah, this game's really good. I didn't play the first ones, the first Dead Island games. There was like 2 or 3 of them that came out or whatever. This one's great.
Yeah, there was one in Riptide, I think.
HDR.
60 frames, it looks
60
like.
60 FPS. Yeah. No stuttering, no issues. It's great.
Well, after being in development hell for years, then...
Yeah, but they actually made a good game.
Yeah, it was worth the wait. It's pretty
totally
tough.
Worth it.
I found it easier when I was playing by myself. Like, they up the difficulty when you add people, but it doesn't... When you die, you don't, like, get sent back. Like, you just keep going. So we're able to get through the game, like, at a pretty reasonable pace, which is nice. It's not frustrating.
Is it open world, but it's still linear, or is it, like...
It's like fake open world. Like, you have to fast travel to areas, but it seems like it's very fluid.
You can
like,
go where you want, but you still gotta look for stuff.
Yeah. You can't just like go wherever you want. It's not like, but I like that. It's a little bit easier to play, and like I said, it's not very frustrating. It's like we're just running through it and having fun. So
you're gonna enjoy it.
There's crossplay.
Yeah, it sure is. HDR.
I don't know why. I think it's only 3 players though, which I don't understand why.
Yeah,
but
a lot of games do that.
It's not 3 players. You can have 4 people.
Oh, well, I looked it up the other day. It said 3. Let me see.
You could do 4 people. We only played with 3 people because I didn't know. I didn't know if Jeff or anybody had it.
It says up to 3 players can play in co-op.
What?
Oh wow.
It's just stupid.
Like the Alien game.
Gears are the same thing. It's like squads of 3. It's so stupid.
But yeah, we already got our money's worth out of it, so whatever, man. I like it a lot.
It's a great game. Don't make me put you in a timeout, says Dreadpool. Factions? We didn't get factions, right? We got fractions, but we didn't get factions. Yo, how funny would factions be? If you're playing on the map, like our Resident Evil 4, the chainsaw guy breaks the door down?
Yeah.
You're just playing, and it just cuts to a door, and this giant fucking Abby just breaks the door down, goes, and then the camera pans back, and you gotta run away from her.
Oh no.
That would be funny.
Apparently it's cross-gen, but not cross-play.
Speaking of doors, I don't know if I
heard it was crossplay.
I could look that up too. But speaking of doors,
I could be wrong. Maybe they didn't want to pay the $30,000 that Sony wanted.
Wait, I'm looking it up.
Was it $30,000 or $10,000?
Oh, it does not support crossplay. Damn.
Wow. Okay, I lied.
Damn.
Dreadpool's on it, man. And shout out to Dreadpool. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have bought this game. He was streaming it on his channel. I was like, you know what? This game looks fun.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't have got it either. So
I've had a better time playing this than Redfall, that's for sure.
yeah,
It's only 3-player. Oh well. I
but
just want to have a replacement for Dead Rising. Dead Rising's coming back. Did you not watch
Well-
Anthony's channel?
you know, I
Hopefully.
felt like that too. I felt like Dead Island 2 reminded me of Dead Rising 3 a little bit. So that's funny he mentioned that too.
Had a great time with Dead Island 2, says Alchemist. I like Dead Island 2, says Abo. That sucks. The original had 4 players, says The Alchemist.
Damn.
3 players becoming a trend for some reason. Abby becomes a berserker from Gears. Alright, you want to get to the news a little bit here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just real quick.
Oh, yeah,
too.
go ahead.
Oh, what were you
we're-
going to say, Anthony?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, did you guys want to rank the overall shitty thing, or did you have something more to say about
Yeah,
that?
1.
Yeah, it was pretty much a 1.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, I
Steam
gave it a
back.
3 out of 10 on the
Nobody wants to play it on the
stream.
PlayStation Store. They want to play it on Steam for $4.99.
Oh, but that's Ultimate.
Ultimate's $8.99 on Steam and $4.99 for regular,
Oh, he's got you there.
or $3.99 for regular. Something crazy.
Oh, I should get it on Steam. Damn.
Nobody wants it on PlayStation. They want it on Xbox and PC and Switch.
Switch.
No thanks.
A Switch.
All right, go ahead. I rank it a 1. 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Same.
What are you ranking, Anthony?
Well, I mean, I was saying 3 out of 10 earlier just because we got like something out of it, but it was really disappointing. So I probably will just go back and say 1 out of 10 as far as like pacing and presentation. But at least we did get like a few things that were good. But a lot of that stuff, you could have just easily looked at the trailer by itself if you were subscribed to those channels or following the social media. So like you could save yourself the time. So yeah, I would just go back and say this is a 1. We're just ranking the whole showcase because
What
that was
game
the
are we
big thing
ranking? F-Zero.
today. F-Zero X.
Wait, then I can take mine back.
Did Plunky Squire have a date?
Let me check. That's coming to everything. Also, even Switch.
Yeah, that was on the Xbox picture.
So I will tell you what the date is. No, it just says 2023. Oh, it's also coming to Steam. So there you go.
Well, that's the showcase. We also streamed it earlier, so go check out that later if you haven't yet.
The Alchemist gives the show a negative 10 out of 10. That's my guy.
Damn.
That's what I used to say, so he's catching on. Avo says, cool.
Cool.
Those indie games were weighing on me. It felt worse than the previous showcases.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
I'm really sick of seeing these indie games. Like, give the indie
too.
games their own showcase. Like Frank said, if they're going to show those games, show them if they're in your service. The only thing I cared about was Metal Gear Solid 3 and Spider-Man. See?
Yeah,
Midway Gamer
I mean-
likes those PC games that they showed. MGS pushed it to a 3 out of 10.
All right, so news time, right? We're gonna get into the news.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get to the news over here.
Real quick, you guys reminded me. I don't know if I ever told you this. In Astro's Playroom, I was playing it again for some reason. There's a Resident Evil door, and there's a zombie robot behind the Resident Evil door. It's like the old style, like PS1 door.
Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
I just noticed it the other day. I was like, oh wait, that's the door. So anyway, let's get to some news. I'm gonna regret this one, but AEW Fight Forever comes out June 29th.
yeah.
Yay! Game
Well,
looks like crap.
CM Punk
Fight
is
forever.
coming back.
Yeah.
Well, that's the joke now because they're fighting forever in the locker room, legit. So whoever named that named it pretty good.
Fight forever.
Yeah, I would say
They announced tonight CM Punk is coming back without announcing CM Punk is coming back. So there you go. He'll be back on June 17th on the very first ever edition of AEW Collision. So there you go.
AEW.
He's
Check
in
it
the
out if you
game.
want.
He's in the game, but they won't put him back on the cover. So figure that one out.
What about is it on Game Pass?
No, because the guy that said that was also the guy that said the Gears collection was real.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no.
He's a
There you
fraud.
go.
So yeah, that happened.
He's been a fraud, that guy.
So let's keep going with the Sony. So there's actually a lot of Sony news this week. Number one, they are.
I will not
being
buy AEW forever until they put CM Punk back on the cover. Sorry. I'll
Well, and the
pirate
game
it and
doesn't
play it
look
on
that
here.
good either.
I've tried before. I never buy, but there you go. Put him back on the cover, and you'll get me to buy it. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Sony is under investigation. They have a hearing on June 7th. They're going to be investigated by the same people that Microsoft is appealing to.
Which
And
they
this
did
is
file the appeal to yesterday now.
Yeah. So this is what they're investigating. They said the claim is that Sony has a near monopoly on the sale of digital games and add-on content through the PlayStation Store.
Right.
They said Sony uses its dominance to enforce strict terms and conditions on game developers and publishers, which is true.
Right.
Like you said, paying the $30,000 and all that stuff. The terms allow Sony to set the price of digital games and in-game content.
It might have been 10 grand.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Whatever for a cross.
And they charge a 30% commission on every purchase of digital games and in-game content from the PlayStation Store. So if you sell a game on the PlayStation Store, you're losing 30% off the bat.
But like
Whatever,
Steam
yeah.
does the same thing.
Right. It says this results in excessive and unfair prices to consumers for digital games. Prices are out of proportion to the costs of Sony providing these services to its customers.
So
that's what they're
basically,
claiming.
like on CD keys, Dead Island, like you were able to get it for a little bit cheaper
Right.
because they sell it. Microsoft sells those keys to CD keys for a little bit cheaper. Sony isn't really doing that. So when they're not really selling the key sites, so key sites really can't carry the game at a cheaper price for PlayStation games, at least in the UK.
Right.
So that's basically what this is all about. Sony's just like saying, like, yeah, you can't get our stuff at a discount, even digital. So they're taking them to court over there, or CMA's got to look at it.
It'll be a 3-day hearing, like I said, starting June 7th, and they're going to live stream it. So you can bet people are going to make videos about all this stuff. So, but we'll give you the Reader's Digest version when it's done. So,
Oh, so you're going to live stream it on this channel by yourself. Great.
yeah, okay, because I understand what the hell they're talking about. And then on top of it, use British terminology that I don't understand.
Just get
It's
the
like,
tea
yeah,
and
no.
crumpets and you'll be okay.
Harry Crumpets party.
Bring some toothpaste in case you have to use it.
Oh my god.
Hey, man, pulling out a thing of toothpaste is like pulling out a gun over there. They see that, they jump right under the desk.
Oh. Oh my god, horrible.
You're laughing, I'm not.
Uh
I don't know what you want from me.
he said like pulling out a gun.
What, a tube of toothpaste?
That's
Teeth.
awesome.
Okay. So yeah, I will look into that and I'll keep you guys posted of what happens. But there's a lot of stuff going on that week in gaming, so we'll see.
Oh.
A third person bow and arrow game, adventure out of 10. Says it's VV. I'm trying to say his name now, not Trainwreck. Indie games need their own show. Save the big games for the showcase. I agree, 1000%.
Yes.
Richard. Midway Gamer I'm watching old mid-late 90s and late 80s WWF, and I gotta say, they're still really good. Yeah, they were good. Not like today,
Absolutely.
where Vince's brain is melting. He doesn't even know what he's doing. So Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater is actually the title for the remake. That's so silly.
Delta.
Sorry, I meant Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Oh, what the fuck?
That's really what it's
Just call it
called.
Metal Gear 3, man. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Because they said Delta means like it's a change, but still has the same form or something.
Nobody cares.
So, yeah, I'm not calling it that.
Yeah, the change is
Good thing.
Kojima's not involved.
Kojima.
Kojimbo.
Ghost of Kojima.
It is his ghost is there, yeah. So there was also an interview with Jim Ryan this week, and there's massive controversy over what was said. Essentially, Jim Ryan was asked, "Hey, what do you think about the timeline of PC games, of PlayStation games coming to PC?" And he said that when he asks gamers their opinion, he said they say that 2 to 3 years is a acceptable time frame. He didn't say that's their status. He said that's what
Right,
fans
and
are
that's what
telling
was
them.
misconstrued yesterday on the
Right.
internet. Herman Holst, who, he's over at Sony over there, he said that the games are going to come out 1 year after release, and all service games come out day and date on both. So, I'm still sticking to that 1 year thing because they've been doing it.
Even
Returnal just
shorter.
came out. What?
Even shorter. Last of Us was like 6 months, I think. Like they're cranking them out. So I don't
Here's
know
what and by the way, they made like 2.5, what was it, $billion just off the sale of the PC ports.
Yeah.
So all these stupid fanboy guys are like, it should be on the console first. No, fuck you. All right? They're making a lot of money here. Spider-Man, it made more money on the PC than it made on the PlayStation 4 and 5.
they're reaching more people.
That's what I'm saying. At least that's my belief, right? Because it said they sold like 22 million copies on the PC of Spider-Man. What did it sell? Sold like 9 million on the PS4 and PS5, right?
Yeah, like
Combined?
10 million or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than double.
It's a huge market out there that they're not tapping into.
Yeah, and you're not counting on PlayStation 4. Spider-Man on and off has been $9.99. Okay, for the last few years. On the PC version, I think it was what, $40, $50?
That's crazy.
I'm never gonna call it Delta either. Metal Gear Solid 3, there you go. Like a sandwich, just my opinion, but I don't know what crack people are smoking, being okay with waiting 2 to 3 years for a game to come to PC. A lot of these fanboy guys, man, because they feel that they paid $500 and the game should be sacred to that machine for 2 to 3 years. It's like, guys, who gives a shit? You bought a PlayStation, you're gonna play PlayStation games. Who cares what PC people are doing? And the PlayStation guys are like, well, they're gonna illegally crack all the games. It's like, not every game can be cracked. The Sony games can be cracked because they don't put DRM on them, but you still can't crack Dead Island. Resident Evil 4 just got cracked, which is weird because Resident Evil 3 took like a year to crack. A lot of these games you can't just crack. What's it called? Which is on sale, ironically enough, on Steam. Callisto Protocol is $35 on Steam. That game hasn't been cracked. The game's been out for 6-7 months now.
Yeah.
So,
I think Tiny Tina just got cracked like a week or two ago, and that's been out for a while.
yeah, the game's already $20.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, Liquor Sandwich. I think you guys misinterpreted what this whole thing was about. Jim Ryan wasn't saying we're not going to release games for 2 to 3 years. He's saying our players are saying that we should release them every 2 to 3 years. So that's not a statement. That's just him saying that's what our customers think. He's not saying, hey, we're going to release shit 2 to 3 years. Because Herman Hulst over at Sony, is he above Jim Ryan or is he below Jim Ryan? He might be below Jim Ryan.
I think he's below him, yeah.
He said, hey, it's going to be 1 year out. And so far, they've been following it.
He just brought that up when asked because you could have your cake and eat it too. He looks like the good guy. I'm listening to fans. I'm polling the fans, and they're still gonna just release it and get their money.
He was just saying that the fans think that that's what it should be. He wasn't saying we're doing that.
Right.
We do it.
They're not gonna do it because they're, like you said, just like for you lose hype. They're gonna lose too much momentum. They gotta strike while the iron's hot. That's the thing. With Last of Us, the show was hot. Boom. Throw it right on your PC. You got it.
Eventually, they're going to do day and date.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Because here's the thing. No one's going to sell their PS5 to build a PC. No one's going to sell their PC to go grab a PS5.
Nope.
They're going to want all that money day one.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
Because like you said,
So like you said, they hit up all those people they didn't get, like look at Spider-Man. They hit up all those players that never got a chance.
And it sold a ton because it's friggin' Spider-Man. It's like they left all that money on the table until now.
Right.
So it's smart. The faster they do it, the better.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring that up because we kind of talked about it when you were streaming, but there you go.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So, June 8th, we have the Summer Games Fest for 2 hours. They're going to show a bunch of games. Unfortunately, hosted by Jeff Keighley. So,
well, he runs it. I mean, it's his show.
Yeah, but it's going to be
It
another.
sucks that guy
Game
has to be the
Awards
one.
thing.
You know what pisses me off about that guy? When they announced E3 was canceled, he put like this statement like, it's time to move away from E3. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. That's like your fucking neighbor dies and you're like, well, you know what? You should sell the house to me now because he's not going to be around anymore. It's like, fuck you.
He wants to
guy's such
promote
an
his
asshole.
thing. That's the thing. He's plugging his stupid game fest.
He's like dancing on the grave of E3.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, buddy, it's going to happen to you one day. Your show's going to get fucking canceled and someone else is going to come along. Guaranteed. Remember the VGA? He would. I got mucus in my freaking throat, okay? That's why I'm choking. And then I got freaking mucus flying up my nose. That's why like my words are getting screwed up tonight. Just to let everybody know. It's disgusting, but people think I'm like dropping dead over here. It's just that everything's right here and it's hard to talk and laugh and stuff. What was I saying about this guy?
He was dancing on the grave of E3.
Yeah. I remember the VGAs when he was all drunk and everything? Guy looked like he was like high and shit.
Yeah.
He's on live TV in the corner with the microphone in his mouth. Like, and remember Spike kicked him off TV because of that? Spike TV kicked him off because they were like, these guys are totally unprofessional.
That's so bad.
And now he's doing his own thing where he's got Pacino out there for 35 minutes.
They should bring him back for this one.
Porcupine, I will come.
I may come.
I may come. God.
I'm laughing because if I were him, like I always say, that guy was talking so long. If I was Pacino, we're like, blood clot, and fell on the floor. And just ruined that guy's speech. Yeah, we don't talk about that, Midway Gamer. That's okay.
Yeah, this show.
You know, Keeley, that ruined this whole night.
Oh yeah. if you guys don't stream this, I'm just gonna throw this on in the background and try to take notes, and I'll let you guys know what is shown. But we'll see when we get closer. It's in
Who's going to be
another
the next Jeff Keighley?
2 weeks.
Lon Seidman.
Hey, then I'll watch the whole thing. I love
He would
that
actually
guy.
put on a great show.
Yeah, he's awesome. I would definitely watch that. But yeah, we'll see. It's going to be 2 hours. It starts at 3 p.m. on Thursday, June 8th. So I don't expect you guys to stream this. If you do, cool. If not,
Wait,
I'll
what?
take notes. I don't know if you guys are going to stream this one,
Stream what?
the Summer Games Fest. It's 2 hours long, June 8th.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't bother doing it.
I'll be honest with
because-
you. If someone drops some super chats, like $50 super chat, I'll stream it.
Yeah. If you don't, it's fine because I'm just gonna
When
throw
is
it on
this
the
thing?
background. Thursday, June 8th, so 2 weeks from tomorrow. But I'm gonna put it on the background and take notes. So if you don't stream it, I'll still have all the goods for everybody. So don't
Okay.
worry.
What
So
we can
you
do
guys
is,
don't
even if we
worry
don't stream it, we can recap it after it ends. This way
Yeah.
I don't have to be tortured.
Yeah, like I said, I'll take notes and have something. If not that day, then by the next
we know
show
that
we'll
Kratos
talk about
talked forever. Jeff Keighley was a dick because you know what happened, right? Excuse me. That's what happened. No.
That's what he did on live stream. That's what he did when he was
Pacino-
live.
Pacino should have done that while this guy was talking.
He just burped and died.
Yeah.
No, he just burps real loud. I'd be like, could you hurry the fuck up? I got places to be.
Oh, it must be the gabagool. Ooh.
Can you believe this fucking guy? You imagine if he said that to the audience? My leg hurts over here.
You told me if I did this, I would get the leads. I gotta stand here for 2 hours.
Where is the fucking car? You owe me my car.
Yeah.
No, imagine if he's talking and Pacino goes, "What is this, a fucking play? You told me I was going to be up here for 2 minutes."
But I'm really grateful for my award.
Yeah, we know that was Kratos. You know what happened? Keeley probably asked him, "Hey, who's your favorite actor?" And this guy goes, "Al Pacino." So he secretly got Al Pacino so that Kratos would have sex with him later that night.
Oh my god.
But his night was ruined by the other guy. Dude, Keeley looked like someone like ran over his family with a car or something.
Thought you meant
He was so
that-
embarrassed. It's like, you should be, dumbass. You got no
Thought you
security up there for these guys?
Thought you meant Kratos was gonna have sex with Al Pacino. Al Pacino's in the hotel room. Where am I? Why am I here?
I thought this was my dinner.
And then he's going to say the famous line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met Keeley was gonna have sex with Kratos later. I got it now, but oh my god. What a disgusting vision.
Who knew
Okay.
Pacino was so vulnerable at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's very old.
He looked like a porcupine in a suit.
When you look back at him in that other movie we just watched, it's like, damn, what happened? Age.
Dude, he looked like he was 70 in that movie. He was only like 40.
He's like 80 something now, I think. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so that's happening.
You know what's
They'll
good? The longer I
yeah.
talk, it breaks this stuff up, and I'm able to blow it out of my nose.
Good.
Don't get sick, everyone. I mean, I've been sick like this before, so I'm used to it. But it sucks. Yeah, so Pacino, there you go.
Hopefully he'll be back for Summer Games Fest, but I doubt it.
That motherfucker ain't going back over there. You crazy? He'd probably turn down like $1 million offer. Fuck you!
Well,
I'm not going back on that stage.
I'll never go back there again. It ain't happening.
Yeah, I guarantee you the Pacino thing was like a surprise gift for freaking Kratos.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, and Keeley like made it happen.
I heard they're gonna have De Niro announce GTA 6 at Summer Games Fest.
What the fuck is this? I gotta read this? GTA 6? What the fuck's a GTA 6?
You give me a whole script?
Yeah, what's a GTA?
Oh man.
I don't know what the hell they're gonna show at this thing.
Pacino,
But
I'm sorry, De Niro just had a child at 79 years old.
yeah, he did.
Crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good luck to him.
That's what he said when he found out. What the fuck, you motherfucker?
What are you gonna name the kid? What the fuck, you motherfucker? You can't name the kid that.
Oh God.
Fuck, man.
Name him Spaghetti.
Pacino and De Niro are like best friends.
That's what made me think of it because they're
Yeah.
always
They
like.
should have
together.
fucking remade The Odd Couple, those two.
There'd be so much cursing. Odd Couple.
Put it on Max, right? HBO Max is
Such
now
an
Max.
effing slob. Get this effing garbage out of your
Listen,
bed.
you're a fucking slob. I'm a fucking slob. Fuck you, you fucking slob.
That would be awesome.
Call some
I'd love
slobs.
to see that.
Hey, you got a fucking cowlick in your hair. Fuck you, I'm a fucking porcupine.
Back up. I may
You
come.
fucking porcupines. Get out of my fucking house, you fucking porcupines.
Just a family of porcupines.
Yeah.
They set
Oh,
Al Pacino
God.
free to go in the wild with the porcupines.
No, he kicks him out of the house, and that's where he goes.
What? Where am I?
You see, that was a movie. That was an idea or a movie or a TV show they should have done. The Odd Couple with Pacino and De Niro. David
Oh,
R.
yeah.
with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much. It's awesome.
That's still not enough to get me to watch the Summerfest.
It's literally 2 hours long. Like
Oh.
that is hell and torture. And it's in the middle of the day. It's at
2
friggin'
hours?
3
It
p.m.
sounds like $200.
Yeah, at least. In the middle of the day, you gotta stop your whole day for this nonsense.
I'm serious. If you guys want to drop some super chats, I'll watch that show. I'll live stream it.
I mean, you have 2
If you don't want to,
weeks,
that's
so-
okay, because I don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
But I, because of Jeff Keighley, I think it's abuse to watch it on my own free time.
It really is.
That's like
That's
working
why-
for free, man. And I'm not
What
working.
The Game Awards that you guys didn't stream, I put it on in the background. I was just playing a game, and I would like look at it if something was getting announced. That was it. I was like, I'm not watching this fully. So
Yeah.
but whatever. Like I said, I'll take notes anyway, and we'll talk about it at some point. So
Ah, blood clot.
anyway,
1 second.
Yeah.
come back.
He went to Wawa to go get some iced tea.
Oh man.
Either that or the cats crawled on him again.
You dang cats. Ugh. Yeah, a
I
couple.
feel a
more
lot
things,
better, man. It just blew my nose.
Good.
A lot of that crap came out.
Anybody have any questions so far? While we wait for Anthony to come back.
Yeah, what's up in the chat?
Anything? Anything?
The cats are taking over, says David R. We don't know what's going on over there.
You don't own cats. The cats own you.
There isn't anything you could do to me that Kratos hasn't already done.
Oh man. Oh.
Imagine if he threatened, the voice actor for Kratos threatened Pacino with the axe. You're not leaving.
That would be... You're
What do
never
you mean I'm not
leaving.
leaving? I'm fucking leaving. Oh, man.
It is rough.
He's an idiot kid and will be 20 when he's 100 if he lives that long. What's he talking about?
He's an idiot. The kid will be 20 when he's 100? What?
Man, the Alchemist? Who are you cursing out?
He's got some beef with somebody.
Hologram of Ray Liotta will probably announce GTA 6.
Could you
Besides
imagine
that, they need drunk Michael who? Oh, that guy from the VGA thing? Hope Armored Core wins the game of the year just for the hilarity of being made by 2 years in a row. It's funny how they talked for so long and I still had no idea what was being said. Robert De Niro.
Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know, but you know who? We're speaking of the Odd Couple. That's an odd fact. The guy that did what's his name? Randall? Something Randall? Am I wrong? Who's the guy that did the Odd Couple, the TV show?
Oh.
That guy had a kid at like 70 or 80.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Wow. I'm looking it up. I used to watch that show.
The other guy was Quigley, who played Oscar.
Yeah. Tony Randall.
Tony Randall.
Felix Unger. Yeah.
He had. Can you look it up on IMDb? He had a kid at like 70 or 80, and he died a couple of years after that.
Yeah, let me see if it says.
That's funny. We talked about them being an Odd Couple, and they both had kids at 70.
When in 95, at the age of 75, he married a 25-year-old.
Whoa.
It said they had 2 children born in 97, so he would have
75.
He would have been 77 at that time and 98, so he would have been 78 when he had a kid at 77 and 78. And then he died in 2004.
In the 70s?
Yeah.
Wow.
One and then 2 years later. And he died in 2004. So he died when the kids were 7 and like 5. That sucks, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is nuts. But the wife was only 25, so I don't know. Very, very crazy.
No, Walter Matthau. That was Oscar from the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau were the originals. They made 2 movies. The one movie came out in 98 or 97. Odd Couple 2. I saw that in Harrison movie theater.
I used to watch the show on reruns. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, me too. Yo, Oscar would drink out of a fucking a soap can.
Ew.
Like the powdered soap.
That's disgusting.
Felix would go in the room and he'd just be like, "Oh," and he'd drink it. And like, "Oh." Robert De Niro had another kid at 79. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yep. MLG, what's up? Oh, guys, just confirmed the original voice cast is returning. Yes, Abo. Oh, okay. I thought, wait a minute, I got that confused. Yes, thank you, Grayson. Appreciate that. He says, confirm the original voice cast is returning for Snake Eater.
Nice.
Actually, didn't Liquor Sandwich say something like that?
He said he hoped.
Oh, okay. Look, I want to give people credit. I just can't remember everything. Camo, what's up? Just at work listening?
Camo?
Well, quit your job, man. Go home and relax and keep listening.
Can everyone hit the like button, please,
Obviously.
if you haven't already?
Hit the like button, you bastards.
Please.
Unless he works at GameStop, then he could definitely leave.
He could just walk out and listen to us.
I can't pay my rent. Who puts that on a fucking notice on the door? That's your problem. Anthony is muted. Is he muted on purpose?
No, can you hear me?
Now
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Anyway, let's keep going real
Let's
quick.
keep going. Let's get those likes up too.
So, the
Hey.
developers.
It says chat revenue 698. They sent me my old phone number.
We were just talking about that too.
698, baby.
Oh, it's weird.
Good old Manarinic.
Marinaric. Okay. So the developers from Until Dawn are making a single-player Dead by Daylight game.
What?
It's coming out. Yeah, that's what they're working on right now.
Well,
So
that's cool.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how it's gonna be, but because isn't Dead by Daylight like
They just
totally
added Nicolas
multiplayer?
Cage to Dead by Daylight
Yeah, they
Yeah, they did.
as Dracula. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious? He's like the worst actor ever made. Ever made. He's one of the worst actors, this guy.
Yeah, there's not much info on how the game's gonna be, but hey, I mean, it's another horror game, so check that out when we get more info on it.
Yeah, I'm
but
interested in that.
I just
Abbo
thought that
and
was
I played-
interesting.
I was Leon and Abbo was Freddy Krueger and he's chasing me around the police station.
And remember, we played now as Ghostface. That was cool.
The games are cool. You know, it's disappointing. The new Marathon game, it's an extraction shooter. Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about that a little bit, Alchemist.
Sucks.
I gotta see more
Yeah.
gameplay of that before I can make a decision. Excuse me. I mean, he's not that bad. Who?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he is.
I like Nicolas Cage.
He's alright.
Gotta watch Willy's Wonderland.
You know, he bought an island and he wants
Yeah.
to be like mummified. I'm not even kidding. Like he said
I've heard
in several
that.
interviews, he wants to be mummified. Like,
As he should, because that's just what Nicolas Cage probably would want. So you gotta give the Cage Rage what he wants.
you know, he was in The Wrestler and he quit the project.
Really?
Yeah, he was Randy the Ram. He was supposed to. He went to a couple of Ring of Honor shows, and then right after that, he pulled right out.
Damn.
And they got Mickey Rourke.
Ring of Honor was so bad that
There
he
were
was like,
pictures
I
of him
can't do
and
this.
like standing up, looking around and stuff.
Wow.
All right, so we got some Mortal Kombat news. This is kind of a spoiler for the roster. If you guys want to know it, I'll say
Just
it.
tell us
If
the
you-
roster. Nobody cares.
Doesn't
They're
matter.
When
Okay.
they pre-order the game, they're gonna find out anyway.
So according to Amazon, Quan Chi, Omni-Man from that cartoon. He's the guy from that cartoon that's voiced by the guy from Spider-Man. It's some stupid cartoon on like HBO. Ermac Takeda, Peacemaker. So John Cena.
John
gonna be
Cena's
in
in
it.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he's the Peacemaker guy. And Homelander, which is also another like HBO Max show, will all be added as playable characters through the Combat Pack. So they're gonna have a character pass, and additionally, it says Johnny Cage, Tremor, Chameleon, Movado, and Pharaoh will feature as cameo characters. Cage was previously confirmed to be coming at launch with a Jean-Claude Van Damme skin.
Let's stop the Jean-Claude Van Damme thing. Deadpool says Omni-Man is from the comic.
Yeah, that's also like a cartoon
So,
or Amazon show. That's it.
So, and I knew this for a long time. Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be in Mortal Kombat, the original. But something happened and he turned down the project, or he stopped doing the project, and he ended up signing with Capcom for Street Fighter. To do Street Fighter
Wow.
the movie, the game, or whatever. And the movie, obviously. But, yeah, he was originally going to be Johnny Cage.
Oh, so that's kind of cool.
I'm not
then.
sure if he started or if he just big leagued them and didn't want to do it. You have to understand, Mortal Kombat was made literally by 5, 6 people, 8 people. Like Ed Boon and his guys, that was it. John Tobias and Ed Boon. Dan Forden, the toasty guy. Like, they were all in one little room together. making this game. And then when it made like millions of dollars, the studio was like, all right, we'll help you out with MK2. And that was it. And those guys, they have their own studio now with WB and NetherRealm Studios. Not Tobias anymore. I think he went on to do his own thing. But, I mean, they all keep in touch. We're all still part of it.
That's cool.
So, yeah, that's a little tidbit. So they finally got Van Damme.
It's kind of a lackluster guest character list, though. I hope they add like some cool people in there. I mean, Homelander's kind of cool, or
It's kind of like
Peacemaker.
when Bill Gates tried to get Doom on Windows 95 and failed. Phil Spencer did the job for him 30 years later. It's weird how that stuff works out, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
Comes all around.
it sure does. MK4 is underrated. Quan Chi. Quan Chi reminds me of fucking B. Arthur from the Golden Girls. Just the way that he looks and the way he acts. I always thought Quan Chi is the Golden Girls. Even when I was a kid, I thought that. I was like, he acts like that lady from the Golden Girls.
It's time for a fatality.
That's how he talks in the game.
God.
Originally, Mortal Kombat was going to be based off Bloodshot, the movie. I think it was Bloodsport. Is it Bloodshot or Bloodsport? Or are they two different movies?
I have no idea.
Bloodsport.
Yeah, because Van Damme's in Bloodsport.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get the rights. Plus, the soundtrack is top tier. I love Mortal Kombat 4, but they don't ever want to port that game. That's why Sean Claude was going to be in the game. Awesome. But wasn't Doom 95 called Doom 95? Yes, but Midway Gamer, Bill Gates tried to get Doom. He tried to buy Doom from id and put it in Windows 95. So if you bought a copy of Windows 95, you had Minesweeper, Solitaire, and Doom. He even filmed a promo of him in the Doom level. Everyone went crazy for it.
Cool.
But he couldn't get the deal done. He couldn't get the deal done. It's crazy.
And Phil Spencer got it done.
He got it done.
Doom.
So it was full circle. They own all the shooters now.
Yeah.
When ABK goes through, they're going to own every shooter from the 90s except for Duke Nukem. And they tried to buy Gearbox, and Grayson's wonderful friend Randy Pitchford didn't want to sell it. Because he's like, I still want to work here. And Phil Spencer's like, we don't want you.
I don't blame
steals
him.
money. Bloodshot's a movie Vin Diesel in. Speaking of which, Romero is going to be making a new shooter. Ooh. Oh, John Romero?
Yeah. I think we heard about that before.
Hey man, he was a rock star back in the day. That's all I can tell you. Him and Carmack, those guys were rock stars. Again, that was another group of guys. It was only like maybe 5 guys, and they created Doom.
That's so nuts. They just made it.
Dude, they used to be in like GamePro and EGM. They would just show like pictures of these guys. Same thing with Ed Boon and his crew. They would just show pictures of these guys in a small room making the games. Like, these guys were rock stars.
Yeah, they love what
and
they did.
And when PlayStation came out, same with David Jaffe. They used to show pictures of him in the room with a couple of people. Like, working on Twisted Metal and stuff like that. And he was outspoken back then, too. That's why people, they get mad at him now. It's like, bro, he's been the same guy for the last 30 years. You wanted to punch that guy when you read the articles about him. But that's just who he is. Like, that's why I don't care. He's cool. You think Redfall is the worst game of 2023? I don't think it's the worst game, but it's one of them. Microsoft's totally going to go out of business now, and you know the company's over. So PlayStation's going to rule.
That's it.
I like how in Anthony's chat room somebody wrote, "What are your thoughts on the Xbox situation?" It's like, what? What Xbox
The
situation?
situation.
Everyone thinks Phil Spencer like waved the white flag that day, and he totally didn't.
No.
He's like, "Look, we're not here to just make great games," which translated to everyone, "We're not here to make great games at all." Oh, see, they don't want to make great games anymore.
That's it. They're done.
That's it.
Didn't you say like, "I love Xbox" or something crazy like that? Or he might have ignored it. I don't remember.
Took a stance. What?
I think I just said, like, the gen sucks. Who knows?
Yeah, you took a shot at all the systems.
Yeah.
You're like, "Yo, this gen sucks for all consoles," because these people, they want you to be like, "Oh yeah, Xbox fucking sucks. PlayStation for life." Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on
I
my
always just say
side.
I own everything, and I
Yeah,
get
and when
pissy
you
about
say that
everything,
though,
so
they're like, "Oh," like they look stupid when you say that.
yeah. So it's like, it's all right. I have a stance on it.
What the hell's going on in this game?
Oh, jeez.
It's that part again.
This part. Yeah.
I don't know, but guys, I finished Redfall. Did you?
Damn. Good for you.
All right. What's
All right.
next?
So, due to popular demand and massive outcry, Inspector Gadget Mad Time Party is coming to Xbox.
Which
Yes.
freaking Dreamcast guy was like, they bullied the developers into releasing the game.
I can't.
Says the guy
They-
sent his dick pic to fucking Sony Santa Monica. We don't know if it was him. I'm just joking around, but still.
They're probably like, oh, people want to play this so we can make money. Let's
so what
do
happened
that.
was Microids, they were releasing this on every platform. Then people got angry. They were like, why is this not coming to Xbox? And then Microids was like, oh, we heard the fans. We've listened. It's coming to Xbox. And the fans were like, thank you, but you really shouldn't have done that. Like, you shouldn't have ignored Xbox people. And this translated into they were threatening and bullying them into making the game. It's like, shut up, dude. YouTube needs to start demonetizing these people for being fucking stupid.
He's not even going to play that game anyway.
He's such a
Screw
dick, that guy.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
Dude, he literally looks like Rikishi. Like, sharded out fucking Cheetos and rubbed his ass in his face.
Oh.
He shotgun farted his face.
He's got, like, a piece of facial hair here, up here. And it's like cheese doodle fucking, like, orange. It's not even, like, hair.
Ew.
You know that thing where you buy it with the bald guy and you gotta drag it with the magnet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Something Willy or whatever. Yeah.
Wet Willie?
Willy.
Uh,
He better buy that game on PlayStation and stream it and do all this stuff because he's so outspoken about Inspector Gadget Mad Time Party.
Well, these places, they like Popeye is non Xbox.
Right.
It's on Switch and PS5 or PS4 or whatever. I'm not eating Cheetos now.
Oh, currently eating Cheetos.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yes, Redfall is the worst game I've ever played so far this year. Also, I don't know, but guys, I finished. Okay, I read that one. Okay. All right, what's next?
So you guys got an email. I just read the email regarding the status of the Amico. They are going to be porting their games to other platforms.
Shout out to Dreadpool.
So far, Shark and Astro Smash are going to be
played the
coming
Amico
to...
with Dreadpool
Yeah, we did.
at the Crayola place, and we didn't even know who the hell Dreadpool was.
He was just a bearded mystery man.
I wouldn't say that, man. He was tall and he could whoop our ass. So
Hey, that's not mean. I didn't know who he was. He was a mystery.
a mystery.
So yeah, they're gonna start porting the games to other stuff. Hopefully we'll get that Charades game. Hopefully we'll get Earthworm Jim. I mean,
Well, the games are coming to Switch and Xbox.
yeah, Shark and Astro Smash are the first ones. I think they're coming to Steam too.
That's
But what
right.
about
Yeah,
the
Steam.
Amico?
You can play. Apparently, Amico Home is going to be like an app, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah, so you'll
You'll
download
open the app, and then you can play the games in there on your phone.
Right. So basically they said they still want to make the hardware at some point, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. This is their way of getting money out of this, which is fine. At least we'll get the games.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but maybe I'll check these games out when they come out if they're not like $1 million. But we'll see.
Oh, you'll be dealt with, Frank.
They can't charge more than like $5 for these games, so we'll see.
Imagine if they charge the price of the console.
Like $200 for Shark
man.
and Astro Smash. Oh, I want that Fox game too. They had some kind of was it Finnegan Fox or something? Maybe that'll come out.
I want the Charades game.
Yeah, they might as well
Astro
put it
Smash
out.
was cool. Shark was alright, and the Charades game was awesome.
Was Shark the one we played where you got to eat all the fish?
Yeah.
Because I like that game a lot.
Earthworm Jim never left the concept stage, apparently.
Well, Tommy told me that
know.
he just didn't bring it with him that time.
We don't know because a lot of people say shit about this thing that never even fucking played it.
I asked Tommy about it. Literally, this is a true story. I asked Tommy about it, and he said he didn't bring it with him at the Crayola thing. He didn't bring the current build with him. So take that however you will, but that's what he told me. Meaning he was trying to tell me there was a build, so we'll see.
Whatever, it sucks. We actually played the machine and we liked it. So
Yeah, it was fine.
Hopefully one day maybe somebody buys the company and they actually release it. I don't know. It would be nice.
Yeah.
But until then, if they release it on Xbox or Switch, we'll pick it up.
Why not? Sure. All right. Last but not least, we got some GameStop news. So they're switching power-up rewards to GameStop Pro. That's the new name. It's going from $15 a year to $25 a year.
Oh, it's going up $10. I thought it was going up $5.
And it says you'll get bigger discounts on collectibles and pre-owned games. Collectibles.
Oh, nice.
It also says, so this is going to start June 27th.
Collectibles.
Your existing memberships will be phased out as they come up for renewal. And it says they're training employees to not encourage people to renew until after this. Because they don't want you to get the cheaper price. Because if you renew today, you're locked in at $15. You wait till June 27th, you got to pay the new price.
Why does GameStop just do everybody a favor and just shut the damn doors?
That's what I'm saying.
They don't have games
this is
anyway.
a stupid idea. People weren't buying this thing anyway. Why would you up the price and make it worse?
Remember they were scamming everybody selling these cards to get a PlayStation or an Xbox?
Yeah.
And then Best Buy followed. Best Buy actually redid their plan. It's now $50 a year again. It's not Total Tech anymore. They abolished that. It's like something similar to that.
What do you get for that? Is it worth it? I hadn't even.
It's the same thing as Total Tech. It's just not called Total Tech, and it's $50.
Oh, okay.
For the year, not $200.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to go for this. That's a lot of freaking money for not a lot of
guy,
benefit.
Retail Archaeology, he's like, what's going on with Best Buy? How come nobody's in here? I haven't talked about Best Buy
I
in
didn't watch it
years.
yet. I saw he posted
it's like,
that.
bro, they're like a shipping store now.
Yeah.
Everyone got fucking used to Amazon, so they do that now. You had people stuck in their houses for 3 years using Amazon. That's why nobody goes to Best Buy.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch that too, and I didn't watch
I had this
it
gift card for like 6 years. I didn't use a Best Buy because nobody goes to Best Buy, and I wanted to see if they have records, and they don't have any records. And it's like, shut
Oh no,
up.
he did not say that. Oh
He said
god.
records. He didn't even say CDs.
Oh god. I like the guy, but geez, it's so annoying. Ugh.
But the guy thinks that they're going out of business, and it's like they're not.
No, they're just changing their form, which is fine.
They're mostly like they're like turning into like what service merchandise used to be. You
Yeah.
order something, you go pick it up.
It's almost like they have samples of everything, a couple of games, couple of movies, and then you order whatever you really
I
want.
don't know if this one's just dying or no. They're all like that now. It's
Yeah,
like,
they're
bro, were
all
you not
empty.
like here for the last 3 years? Were you hibernating somewhere? You're frozen with fucking Walt Disney's head? Where were you?
He's a time traveler. He probably went back to the 90s and didn't realize it.
Yeah, watch that. Your
Yeah,
head's
I'm
gonna
gonna watch
explode.
it. I like the guy,
And then
but
he
that
said,
sounds
like,
really annoying.
Best Buy confirmed that they're gonna close down 25 stores every year until there are none left. It's like, when did they confirm that?
I
don't
didn't
remember
hear that. Yeah.
So they're just gonna keep closing stores until there's none left? Why not just shut everything down now?
Let me look that up. I didn't hear anything about that.
Watch it. You'll lose brain cells.
I'll watch it tomorrow. Oh, wow. March 3rd. Best Buy is closing 17 stores this week with many more to come. What the hell?
Well,
Are they really?
Well, that's it.
Oh, it says Best Buy will reduce its retail network by 20 to 30 large format stores this year. So, that's
well,
not
if
that
they
much.
shut that one by your house in Poughkeepsie, I'm not fucking moving there. Sorry.
We need that store. I go there all the time. I don't want them to shut that down.
Imagine having to buy a TV on Amazon that comes cracked.
I don't want to do that. And Target doesn't have any good TVs.
Target's gonna have to man up.
I guess.
I guess BJ's, but their TVs are way too much money.
Yeah.
They don't buy like
BJ's.
the LG OLED, like the C1 or what. They buy like the B1.
Right. It's like
They buy the TVs that you
mid-model.
don't want.
Yeah. I'm just checking Wario to see if there's anything else, but it's the same old crap.
Well, we
They have a-
apologize for getting that wrong. Retail archaeology.
They have a 5 terabyte regular drive on deal today for $98. That's not a deal.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
everyday
kind of the same
price.
crap.
I'm just checking some.
When those
sites real-
22 terabyte drives drop, that's what I got to get. I could fit my whole home theater on one drive at that point
That's nuts.
and still have room.
Yeah, this is all the same crap. Nothing new happened since we've been live.
Hey, what about Twitter? Anybody going crazy on there?
I just checked, but let me check my actual feed and see what people are saying.
Check out Patreon. Any questions, start asking.
And now's your chance.
Questions.
You guys
Let's
probably
see.
can't see us, but oh well.
Marathon Trilogy is free for Windows, Mac, and Linux.
What the hell
says
is that?
Wario. I don't know.
Marathon Trilogy is apparently was the trilogy in like the 90s, I think. That's what Abba was saying earlier. So I don't know if Marathon is like connected to that or I don't know.
Want to thank our sponsors on Patreon: JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch.
Thank you.
For being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast over on Patreon.
Thanks, guys.
Now to find our freaking members, I gotta look for this. Hit the wrong button again. All right, click Studio. Here.
Oh, it says Metal Gear Solid Master Collection will feature the HD collection version of 2 and 3. 1 is likely running in an emulator, but no confirmation yet. So there you go.
Oh, Who said that?
Some guy.
All right, we got our YouTube channel members here. David R, RWK88, Kama, Carlos Gaming, Richard, Review Games at Night, Dreadpool, Quinn Grimm, Abba119, DJ, It's VB, Stevie Mac, Nick Nogoria, is that how you say his name?
Nogaria.
Nogaria.
Nogara.
Nick Fangoria, let's call him that. Liquor Sandwich. Thank you for being channel members of the Game Complainers podcast over on YouTube.
Thank you, guys.
And we have super chats
Thank you.
tonight from David R and RWK88. Thank you once again for the super chats. Appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
And let me put our faces back on screen. There we go. What's a VB? It's a vengeful brick.
It's a
Instead of
very
being
beautiful-
vengeful prick. Because he was on Twitch and you can't curse on Twitch. You can't curse on Twitch, but you can, like, wiggle your ass in a bikini or something, and that's okay, right? Ask Fred. Slundy. He got banned off Twitch.
People think that the Q device is gonna be Android, like that Logitech thing you got, so people will just jailbreak it.
You don't even need to jailbreak Android. That's the whole point of Android.
Well, if it's Sony, it's gonna be locked up tight.
No, well, if it's Android, it won't be locked up.
I still don't know why you would buy that thing, but okay.
Why is it not called the PlayStation whatever? Why is it called Project?
I don't know.
Which rules are nonsensical and void any logic whatsoever? Yes, thank you. That's why we're not on there. And by the way, Sunday's going to start streaming on YouTube at some point.
Nice.
Very beautiful is debatable. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. So.
Is it back?
Oh, we talked about this last week, didn't we? Arnold Schwarzenegger admitted that he's no longer doing Terminator movies.
Yes.
Yes.
And today, James Cameron came out and said he's working on another Terminator movie.
Yep, he can't help himself.
But he wants to wait to see how ChatGPT works out. Because he's got to steal some ideas, I guess.
He wants real life experience.
So I'm assuming he's going to reboot the franchise. And of course, people in the comments were like, they should finish off Dark Fate. It's like, bro, he's rebooting it, you dumb fucks.
It's done.
He's not making a fucking sequel to these movies. And one guy's like, it better be in line with 2 and 3. I was like, it's a reboot. Arnold just said he's retired.
Deal with it.
Yeah, it's done. It's over with.
Go
It's
away,
gonna start over.
James.
Because he told me to.
What? Please keep it dead. He won't. He wants money, this guy.
I'm okay with the total reboot. Just don't mess up my old ones. You could reboot it
You're
all
gonna
you
get
want.
messed up because he's gonna do the first one, run away again, and some fucking rando is gonna do the second one and screw everything up.
That's okay as long as it doesn't try to tie into 1 and 2. Those are perfect movies and they could stay that way. Leave them alone.
It's a reboot.
Yeah,
Why would,
so
you're
just,
not tying into anything. You're
Right, so
rebooting the franchise.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'd rather them do
All
that.
this time
Just
they wasted
reboot
with
it.
fucking Arnold, man. That was such bullshit. We all
They should
knew
have
it.
just rebooted it.
That's why people got so mad at those films, because we're like, what are you doing, man? It's like 30 years later. 40, it'll be 40 years in another couple of years. The movie will be 40 years old. And they couldn't even get this movie to get a proper send-off.
They just 1 and 2. That's all they could do. Right. And that was it.
Well, good luck.
Good luck.
Any other news here before we go? No one's flipping out online?
I didn't see anything too crazy.
What happened now? These PlayStation fanboy guys were pissed off at the showcase?
A lot of people are, yeah.
I thought
Yeah, I
they
mean,
would have.
it was a lackluster showcase, man.
I thought they would have been damage controlling this thing all night.
No. All the tweets I saw from these guys, like I saw MBG's tweet and he was bashing it like we were saying before. So
Well, they should be, but they caused it.
yeah, I mean
They ran over to them and said, please charge us more money.
Please.
From what we saw tonight, Sony's going backwards, not going forwards. Don't be shocked if Sony gets fucking, put out.
They get got.
they
Yeah,
can't keep up like this, and eventually it's gonna catch up to them.
it will. Microsoft's not going to, they claim they're not going to put them out, but they're going to put them out.
Just by the nature of the industry changing, they're gonna get put out. They're just
They're
not
putting
changing
themselves
fast
out.
enough. Right.
And their games and service games, it's all Japanese type shit. It's like, bro, you got Killzone, you got Resistance. Look at what they're doing with Halo, or what they were doing with Halo, and do it better. You got SOCOM, the biggest online multiplayer game on the PlayStation 2. How'd you screw that one up?
They're lazy. They don't want to put research and development in.
No, because they want their $70 now, that's why.
Yep.
During a Dark Fate is a very suitable title. Because This Fate?
Fate of the franchise is dark.
The Fate of the Dark. I can read today. Because the fate of this franchise is dark. Well, that's everyone made fun of it for that. I thought it was an okay movie. There's a lot of logic though that just like he's married to this lady, and Sarah
Drapes.
Connor actually kills somebody in the movie, which she wasn't about killing anybody. That's why she couldn't pull the trigger and kill Dyson, because she just couldn't do it. And in this movie, she fucking snaps the guy's neck and kills him. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? It's like, why didn't she just do that to the doctor in Terminator 2? You know what I mean?
Just ended it.
Did you guys hear about Blizzard trying to force bots into Discord servers to stop people from saying negative things about Blizzard? Well, that's why they must be stopped, and Microsoft must purchase them. Microsoft mustard purchased them. My mouth is very dry and I'm sick. So.
It's all good.
Can't speak like a human being. The villain in Dark Fate is cool, but the main star is so boring. No, I think Dark Fake. Can I speak tonight? I think Dark Fate, the villain sucks. I think everything sucks in that film. I think it was a better movie than Genesis, but that's not saying much.
No.
Remember when Richard thought we were like fucking with him like really bad? We were like, yeah, John Connor gets killed in the first 5 seconds. And he was like, you're full of shit. They said he was going to be in the movie.
Oh, he was there, all right.
It's like, yeah, he's there in the beginning. Because James Cameron lied to everybody. He said he's in the movie, and everyone's like, yeah! And the day the movie comes out, don't go see the movie. He left Tim Miller with the bag. Who is he going to leave with the bag this time? He left McG with the bag. He left Tim Miller with the bag. Who is he going to leave with the bag for this reboot?
Who's ever in his path. Who are they going to get to play the Terminator, though? That's the whole question.
Either
Do they get The Rock? Do they get John Cena? Do they get...
The John Cena. John Cena actually was... Before he was John Cena, he was the prototype in OVW. So he was
Oh.
technically a cyborg.
There you go, then.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
A lot
That's
of
pretty
people.
cool.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. He had
What if they-
like a blonde buzz cut, and he wore glasses, and he was called the Prototype, and they treated him like he was a robot. Nobody could beat this guy.
What if they got Brock Lesnar to be the Terminator? That would be scary
He's
as
too
hell.
fucking old.
Yeah, but do you know how scary that would
You
be?
know what they
Like,
should do, all right? If Cameron was smart, you get Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
Yes.
Bahia, Banana, what's the kid's name?
I forget
He
his
looks
name.
just like
Yeah.
him.
He looks exactly like him.
I always said he should be Conan. They should bring back Conan and do
Right,
that.
but he looks dead ass like Arnold.
Yeah, he does.
And he, even though he's not going to change his name to Schwarzenegger, that should be a stage name. This way, when people see the Terminator, the poster says Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
They're not lying.
No,
They're not really being honest. People
you'll
would
see
buy
a
into
different
that.
side. Yeah,
Yeah, I would grab a hold of that kid and be like, "Yo, you're
do
playing
it now.
You're the new Terminator."
It's funny because his other sons don't even look like him.
Yeah, the Shriver kids.
Yeah, but this other kid looks exactly like him. It's like scary.
I'm telling you. That's what I would do. This way, people buy into it and they actually go watch it. They'll feel more comfortable with that.
Well, and in that,
Because the father's an old fucking man now. Like, you can't use him anymore. He has a documentary coming out. I think he's going to explain to people that he's, like, retired. Like, completely from acting. Even though he just did a Netflix commercial, but...
and you don't really have to act if you're the Terminator. Like, he barely says anything. So if the kid can't act, he can still do it.
Well, he
You just
couldn't
gotta
act.
look
He couldn't
good.
even speak English when he did the movie.
Yeah. So I mean, that's as long
Or
as he's got the
James
physique.
Cameron could reboot it, and originally he was going to have O.J. Simpson be the Terminator. Well, O.J.'s
What?
old. You didn't know that?
He turned into a real Terminator.
Yeah,
That's
life.
why he didn't go through with it.
Oh
Did you
my
ever hear the
God.
story?
No, I didn't know they had considered OJ.
O.J. was originally going to be the Terminator.
Oh my God.
And you know what? You know why James Cameron decided not to make him the Terminator?
Why?
Because O.J. was too nice of a guy, and nobody would buy him as a killer in the movie. You can look that up. That's a true story.
Oh my God.
Then Lance Harkinson, Bishop,
Yeah.
or Henriksen.
Hendrickson,
Yeah,
Freddy's friend,
yeah.
he was going to play the Terminator.
That would have been
He's
weird.
in the movie, but he plays a different character, plays a cop. But originally, he was going to be the Terminator. And they have the artwork and poster and everything with him on it.
Wow.
But someone brought Arnold in, and he's like, you know what? This guy's a big, scary muscle guy. Like, people will be afraid of him. And James Cameron went with him.
I bet you that franchise would not have gone anywhere if it was OJ. Because people would not want to go back and promote it or anything.
They'd be scared shit of OJ. Kind of like they are now, but
be too realistic. I can't believe that, man. That's nuts.
look it up.
Wow. That is so crazy.
She's like, you need to stop fighting. And they all like, oh, wow, I never thought of it that way. What they should do is write a good, scary Terminator movie. Make it for $20 million, and they'll make $100 million. Yeah, they should. Reboot the first film, but, don't mess with it. Make the Terminator a villain again with no Terminator protected. Yes, exactly. Reboot the frame. Just reboot it,
Yeah.
but do it right. You got the kid. The kid could be the Terminator. He's already out. You're good. You got one knocked down there. Second, write a good script. Third, get it done. But he's waiting for this chat GPT shit. Because he wants to rip all that shit off.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he ripped off Terminator 1 from the Twilight Zone.
Hmm.
Did you ever hear that one?
No, what was that from?
There was a Twilight Zone episode where the future was like robots and shit, and there was a war.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
So
I've heard of that
people are-
episode.
People are saying that he ripped it off, and I think they tried to sue him over it. And
Right,
he
'cause it was like
claimed
similar or whatever.
he claimed he had a dream, and this all happened in his dream. And they're like, bullshit, because here's what happens in the episode, and here's what happens in the movie. Like, and the shit kind of matches up. So he's kind of a fraud, that dude. I mean, we kind of realized that recently, but
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
give him credit
times
for T2 though.
you see that a lot, like where, it's like years later people go digging and they find the, where something could have been ripped off
AVGN?
from, or
Oh
Yeah.
man!
yeah. Shame.
Terminator 1 is underrated. Most people think of the Terminator as a hero, but not a villain. Who? Everyone loves Terminator 1.
I think 2's the fan favorite though.
Richard, do you agree with that? Do you agree Terminator 1's underrated? And most people don't think of him as the villain? I think Rich is about to throw down with this guy in the chat room. I gotta see this. Midway Gamer, you gotta get ready for a fist fight here.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Move to the left. I think most people like T2 and see him as the good guy. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
T2's definitely like the fan favorite.
Yeah, most people like T2. I mean, I know there's people that like 1 over 2, and sometimes I can, I kind of swap with what I like better, but I really like them all,
It's like Resident Evil 1 and 2. It really is. You started low budget, very small, and T2 is like bigger, badder, better
Yeah.
in every way. RE3 is forgotten
definitely.
about. Terminator 3 is forgotten about.
I saw Terminator 3 in the theater.
Yeah, me too. The Freddy
All
vs.
those
Jason trailer was attached to it, which both movies came out 20 years ago this year. Terminator 3 is 20 this year, and Freddy vs. Jason turns 20 this year.
That's crazy.
We should watch that on August 15th.
Could do it.
20 years to the day. And then we got to watch Uptown Girls that same day.
Uptown Girl.
It went up against Uptown Girls. If Freddy and Jason killed that shit.
Literally.
Oh, man. Can't believe I saw that shit 20 years ago. I went to Yonkers on Central Avenue. It was right next to that. It's in that plaza, right next to Best Buy.
Yeah. I know what you're
Was it
talking
United
about.
Artists or something? I went there. Arnold just wrecks people. Fuck, I swear I won't kill her. You know what's weird about that? He wants to kill the football guys in the middle of the movie. Remember, he pulls the guy's arm and then just pulls the gun out to go kill him? But he doesn't kill anybody in the bar. It's another flaw of Cameron there.
It's like, what the hell?
How crazy would it be if he killed everybody in the bar? There's blood all over the place and he just gets on a motorcycle and takes off.
They had to get past him being naked. That's
Because
why.
he doesn't kill anybody. But then he didn't meet John Connor yet, so John Connor could tell him, hey, don't kill anybody.
Right.
But he's ready to kill those guys in the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, the Terminator morals get all jacked up as we see.
Are you okay?
Maybe he
Oh!
looked at them as a threat or something. I don't know.
And why did it take the T-1000 all night to find this guy, John Connor? When he typed in the computer as soon as he got in the car.
Yeah, yeah.
It took
It would
him all
not
night
take
to
him
get to
that
the
long.
guy's house?
Just because the movie has to movie, you know, they gotta pace it a certain way.
You had to deliver a couple pizzas first.
Yeah.
That movie's got some stuff. They burn the hand, but then he loses his other hand. And they never burn that one. I don't know. But 3 didn't matter anyway. They undid all that stuff.
You bastards.
Do you write lyrics, Anthony?
Why?
No. I don't write lyrics.
Says David R in the chat room.
I don't.
I mean,
I write scripts.
I love Terminator 2, but I really want Terminator 1 style movie again. Well, you're going to get one. They're going to reboot it. Where Arnold just reeks. Well, it ain't going to be Arnold, but it'll be somebody.
Yeah.
Like how
Someone else.
the nothing clean guy just rips his fucking heart out.
Nothing clean right.
Your clothes, give them to me now. You won't be needing any clothes. Well, those guys lived, so that changed the course of history right there.
Yeah.
And it's even worse that they live, because they saw a naked guy running after a fucking guy with a shotgun.
Uh,
What a horrible movie. Holy shit. That Genesis movie.
that was bad. Bad.
The whole fucking movie makes no sense, because in the beginning, the whole point was they smashed the grid so they couldn't time travel anymore. It was just literally those two. And then Terminator 2, yeah, we're going to send back all these Terminators. It's like, what?
They smashed the morphing grid and they couldn't morph anymore.
No. It's not a physical place. I mean, they kind of made one, I don't know, fucking Disney. They fucked everything up. They had Alpha walk around in the morphing grid in the Operation Overdrive shit. It's like, it's not a physical place, you dumbass. It's like if they made the Force a physical place, which they probably will at some point, Disney.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
Reese said the Terminator would shove his arm down Sarah's throat, rip her heart out. Imagine how scary that would have been in a new Terminator horror film.
Gary.
Well, you see, Richard, in this day and age, Kyle Reese would be the sane person in that movie. That's what he does. Okay, we'll let you go.
Come
What
on.
if all the Terminators malfunctioned and started killing all the humans? I think that's what happened, man.
It's literally the plot. Well,
I just
not,
want to
not
see
really, but
a movie where someone gets their heart ripped out now. Okay. Well, what was that? What's that? Sexy Man, Patrick Swayze? The movie
Patrick
Terry
Swayze.
Funk's in with him? Roadhouse?
Oh, Roadhouse.
You rip his heart out or throat out?
That just came out in 4K.
You could just watch.
It actually wasn't out on any like physical. It was only out on VHS, I think, for a while.
I mean, the ones they set. In the,
Just watch
man.
Rambo 5. That happens in Rambo.
Yeah.
If you want to see that. And then the aliens come and get him.
That's
know-
a secret end. The secret ending.
Director's cut.
Yes.
Who did we fool with that? You?
Me.
That
And
should
I
have been
believe-
the fucking ending. You know how cool that would have been?
Rambo in space.
Even if they never make another Rambo movie ever again, it's like, holy shit, aliens abducted this guy at the end?
It's because he's proved himself worthy. And then he's got to go fight the Predator. because he's worthy of
He'd get
fighting.
killed. The Predator would just chop his fucking head off.
I don't know if Adrian Brody could live. I think that
I don't
Guy from
know.
ER?
yeah.
I saw Last Blood a couple days ago.
Oh, that's why you have that in your mind then.
You know, Kyle has seen that happen in the war.
Imagine a Salvation style movie with just brutal gore. Like they're just squishing people and like all the Terminators. It'd be nuts.
Not gonna lie, man, that T-800 whooped the shit out of John Connor in that movie.
I mean, it's a
That's
literal
the best
robot.
scene of the film. He meets Kyle Reese, so you finally get that payoff. But before he meets Kyle Reese, he's looking in the thing. Door bursts open, and it's Arnold, and he beats the shit out of him.
That was nuts.
Great fucking scene. That was weird too, because he stabs him in the heart, and then the next morning he's still alive somehow. And they're like, he needs surgery. It's like, what? How is he still alive?
Maybe it held it in. It plugged it.
He had a fucking, like, a rollbar, like, shoved through his heart.
He just left it in.
I don't know. Alright. I feel the heart rip death doesn't get enough credit. I don't know, man. You gotta get that out of your mind.
Yeah. I don't
Some
know.
crazy shit. You seem a little obsessed about that right now.
I'm kind of scared.
All right, we're gonna go. These guys have stuff to do. So, your thing is live, or we're recording that, or what are we doing tomorrow?
We'll just be recording it, so it's not going to be live.
Okay, good. And talk about some stuff. So there you go. All right.
Yeah.
So you got the 10 o'clock thing, Frank? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I'll be here at 10.
All right. So that's when we'll meet up again. But we'll talk.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right,
That
everyone.
sounds good to me.
Take care. Stay safe. Have
Thanks,
a good
everyone.
one. Thank you again
Have a
for
good one.
everything. I'll catch you guys
yeah.
later.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye. These suckers. Now the real show begins. All right, I'm leaving. Catch you later.